What up, lokes? This is Kid Fox, and we are back for the last time with another Let's Endure. This one being of my favorite game since Final Fantasy IX, and my third favorite game of all time, Persona 5. In my opinion, the game of the year of 2017, but fuck if I remember what got Game of the Year that year. This got JRPG of the Year, though, or just RPG in general. And, joining me, as usual, the Prime Minister of Canada, basically the only person who lives in all of Canada, snipertheladiesman.
Hello.
And we're pretty much going to be getting right into this. As most people know, this was the Let's Endure that I promised I'd do as my very last one, since this is one of my favorite games of all time. And I thought now that since Sniper's playing it, we might as well do this. We're doing the one by DojimaWorldOrder, since it's actually tolerable, because the editing's pretty good, and it doesn't show the whole thing, because, aside from the ending, I don't want Sniper to get spoiled on too much, since he's not finished with the game yet, and this shows up until, I believe, late September, early October, something like that. So it does show most of the game, with the exception of a couple of dungeons in the final dungeon, but considering how overleveled he was, seeing him face Yaldabaoth will not be as fun as I had initially figured, because the boss is actually really, really long and hard if you're at the right level, but not if you're at the level he was, which I believe was in the 80s, and honestly the appropriate endgame level is around 75 for at least Persona 4 and 5. That's usually the good endgame level, 75, but I'll pretty much hand it over to Sniper to say anything he wants to say before we start, and then we can go ahead and get started.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, again, it's been a while since I've played the game. I'm at the fourth, well, whatever, it's the Desert Palace. Like, I'm just about to start that one, be right before I get Futaba, and I just haven't really been on it at the moment. There's just a lot of stuff that still needs to be done to it, and I guess yeah, for the most part, from what I've seen from this one as well as the other broken up like 2-3 hour this is how you don't plays that are split up into like 20 different parts. From based on what I've seen from the entire game, I've seen the majority of it, so it's kind of hard to really find something that I'm like, oh, really? That's such a huge shocker, because I already know like the main, like some of the biggest plot points. Yeah, I guess that's basically it, and we can get started.
Yeah, alright. And yeah, I just remembered, you're right, it is the fourth palace. The first is the castle, the second is the museum, and the third is the bank, and the fourth is the pyramid. So yeah, you're right, it was the fourth. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to a playthrough.
I hope one of my comments shows up, although I think I started watching this around the time... Fuck, I have to mute this for a second. I just have to mute my headphones for a second so I can say this. I hope one of my comments shows up, but I think I started watching this around the time that he disabled comments, so I don't know if it will be.
Right.
But thanks to my patrons...
Yeah, thankfully my Beats headphones have a button on the side that can just mute all audio at any moment, so I'm not trying to talk over him.
And Persona 4 ended up being the playthrough that was selected. I played it and I was blown away. I was like, wow, fuck this game. This is complete garbage.
I actually was expecting that.
Now later on I ended up playing Persona 3. Now, everyone, I'm gonna be honest here. All of my viewers literally contacted me this past week.
It's weird to me that easy is in the middle between normal and hard in Persona 3. That's really weird to me.
Yeah.
I'm done. This is over.
I mean, that would be like put in hard as like the default option, and then normal and easy are below it. It's like, what's with the order?
That's it for Persona 3, ladies and gentlemen. That's the worst
and he's
final
getting
boss
mad
I've ever
because
done in an RPG
the boss
in
just got 6,000 health restored. And like
the
anybody
game.
who's
Fuck
played
that.
to the
Fuck
end
that
game
bullshit.
of a Persona
It's
game
done.
knows
It's over.
6,000
I'm done with
HP,
this
yeah, it's a
fucking
fair
game.
bit,
Goodbye.
but it's really not that bad. Like, that can be taken down if you play the game right in about 5 turns, like 5 full party turns.
Yeah. I think I remember the first time he played it. I think I remember it took him like 40-45 minutes to go through like to go through almost all to get up to that point where the boss whatever tricked one of his party members to heal the boss. I think at that point he said it took him about 45 minutes, and then he just refused to want to replay it all.
How do I?
Yeah. Also, auto advance, I don't know how he didn't understand that and why he wouldn't turn it on, because auto advance, unless you turn it on, like, unless you really want to just read it over and, like, think about what the character said, you're just going to be pressing X over and over and over and over and over and over and over again during cutscenes.
Yeah, I think the thing is, like, he wants to have, like, control over it so that whenever somebody said something, he can then stop the entire game and just go, huh, let me make a funny joke about dicks or balls or ass. Okay, let's continue. I think that's the reason. He wants to be able to control it so he can make a bad joke.
Well then.
Yeah.
God damn it. Wow.
I gotta say how much I love that start screen too. Like, so many JRPGs just have the title of the game with, like, against a black background with some epic music playing and, like, new game, load game, and settings. But Persona 5 makes it so stylish looking.
And a trickster, okay? A trick or trap are two different things. A trickster is something different. I hope. You start playing the game,
And as a right-brained person, I do appreciate this game's artistic style.
Oops. Oh, well, at least I didn't know you could pause
Skip.
the cutscene. I did it completely by accident, though.
And he presses options and he skips the open cutscene. Congratulations.
I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button.
Congratulations.
I skipped the cutscene. He got caught. I don't even know what happened. He got caught somehow. God damn it!
Yeah, see, this is where a normal person doing a let's play would be like, oops, well, I'm gonna go back, replay through that section again, and edit it to where I jump cut back to that section of the cutscene and don't skip it. But nope, you get the best quality content under the DSP seal of approval.
Yeah.
I skipped the opening cutscene. Ack.
So many
well, fuck it.
We'll do. Here we go.
Weeb
Yes.
Dumas.
How do you move to the right? Yes, the Weeb Dumas. Oh, Weeb Dumas. That's my name.
Such
Weeb
funny.
Dumas. Yes.
I'll admit that I've done a stupid name in a JRPG once because I was really bored. In Persona 3 I called, in Persona Q, I think I named the Persona 4 protagonist after me, and then I named the Persona 3 protagonist Dat Boy.
Maybe that's where the webcam should be. I don't know. We'll find out.
That's the only time I've done that.
No, there's chatter, and my webcam blocks the chatter. God damn it.
The chatter, you don't need to move your face cam to show the chatter. The chatter is just there.
Let's try top middle then.
You don't need to show all of it since you're going to be running past all of it anyways.
Everyone's asking this woman out. Poor woman. Someone just said, I wouldn't ask that woman out. She's too flat, way too flat. Have you been to Japan? Obviously you haven't seen the
Have you been to Pornhub, faggot? There's a lot of thick Japanese girls. Stop at the memes.
Yep, I would definitely say that I have my personal favorite Japanese thick girl.
Yeah.
My God, I could see her nipples.
Mine is Velvet.
Oh yes, the girl was so attractive.
I mean, I guess she's technically Japanese.
She was a dude.
If you want to go in that way, technically. But as in, like,
yeah.
I thought we were going like actual real people.
I put my hands under her dress.
I think that there's I need to look up her name again. She's a Japanese actress. And she was in a movie called Tokyo Gore Police. I remember she was pretty good looking.
Ew, another native staring at me just because I'm white. How dare you?
Actually, Ann is half American, so that's why she looks like that. For anybody wondering.
Cannot take screenshots.
Yeah, it doesn't take screenshots like at all. For some reason, they blocked them all. Atlas.
At least the meme hasn't started yet.
Of it.
Not yet, but oh boy, will that be funny like once.
Let me read it.
Yeah.
And
Also,
then
I don't know if you
gotta-
did. Yeah, I don't know if you got to that point in the game yet, but yeah, it basically explains the reason why she has such a strange name for a Japanese girl, blonde hair, blue eyes, white, and all that, is because she is, like, at least partially American.
Right.
Yeah, or at least she lived in America at some point.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like I'm pretty sure I have, because for majority of the characters that you can do social links up to, you know, like whatever day I'm on. I'm thinking like July 9th or something like that. I have like a few people up to like level 7 and like 6 and so on. I think the only people like I have yet to really have it really that high is Sakura. I think he's only just at 2, no, or 3, whichever is the story base, whichever is the one you have to be before the story based thing that makes it up to 4. No, yeah, I think he's at 3. Everyone else is basically like 5 or higher.
Yeah,
between like 5 and 7. I think almost everyone else is. So yeah, like I don't really have an issue with those. It's just the only issue that I know for a fact I would kind of have is not knowing like the correct answer in a way of like which one would give like that extra boost
oh yes, I love it. Fabulous.
For of like whichever one would give that like extra boost to like social links and stuff, but besides that, I mean I haven't really
why does you pronounce the name Anne as On?
But besides that, I would have like a guide next to me, just kind of being like, oh, you select this option, because I don't want to make a mistake and be like, oh, well, now I have to waste now I have to spend a longer time than I have to, or I have to wait till like the next day to, I don't know, select the right option. I honestly don't even know what happens if you select the wrong option that doesn't give you that extra boost. I don't even know what happens.
Isn't it time for practice?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling well today.
Isn't it time for practice? Here, let me rub my hands with this lotion in preparation for practice.
Oh, so the rape that's actually happening in the game is meant to be comedic. I see.
Shujin Academy is a place where those with aspirations come to learn.
And others come for special practice. Yes. Mishima, bring the bottle of Jergens.
Yes, raping children. I'm the Catholic Church. Yes.
Slightly excited girl. Did you see Mr. Kamishima?
By the way, fuck the Catholic Church. They don't do shit besides rape children.
Oh, I wish I could just...
Especially in Pennsylvania. Fuck the Pennsylvania Catholic Church.
People say you can hear weird sounds like screaming even though no one's there. That's just Kamishita polishing his balls after hours. Oh.
Haven't you heard of privacy?
Nope. Haven't you heard that in the United States we just repealed the law that protects people's privacy on the internet, and ISPs can now sell your search information to...
Okay, that's relevant to a game in Japan.
This is kind of the same thing. Because when you're looking for the hottest chicks,
References that won't date this video whatsoever.
Yeah.
What should I do?
I'll tell you what we're doing. We're going to the hardware store. We're going to buy some pitchforks.
Also, like, privacy on the internet is not even remotely related to privacy in real life, because in public places you pretty much have no privacy.
Why is everyone else in the game Japanese?
Like, if you want to randomly record somebody on the streets, then you pretty much can, because you're not invading their privacy because they're in a public place. So it's the same sort of thing here.
I wanted to know why you're white. Tell me. Blue blur in the street chat says she's 1/4 American.
1/4 American,
no,
okay.
She looks like 100% Caucasian. Look at her. She's got not a Japanese bone in her body.
Yeah, because all the other characters in this game are just, like, actually 100%. Yeah, see him right there? He's totally yellow.
What the hell? The girl's gonna kill herself.
Yeah, that guy looks Japanese. Yeah, she really looks Japanese.
Oh my god.
I don't even think he knows what Japanese people look like,
good.
especially in
No!
anime. Like in
No
anime,
way!
they don't really have the
Fuck.
thin, like, small
Now
eyes.
she's flat like a pancake.
And as early on
Black She-Hulk.
this was, it's still probably the most disturbing part in the game.
Belly flop. Come on. That's not right, man. We all know it's the swan dive, right? All right, stop that. Wait a minute. What's going? Where am I?
Like, I was freaking out when this happened, because at least in Persona 4 and the early parts of 3, nothing had happened like this in a Persona game.
How the fuck do I get out of here? Where's the courtyard? Go!
Oh, okay.
Roland! Gotta get out! Go! Go! That's not the courtyard. What is that? I went the wrong way. I don't know the school yet. Where's the courtyard? Where is it? What the fuck is it? How do I get there? This way? This way. There's no way we're gonna get past all those people. Try going through the practice building. Where the fuck is the practice building?
Yeah, like I think this thing
No!
took me like
How do I get to the practice
maybe
building?
30 seconds to find out where to go, and it takes him like 5 minutes.
They won't let me fast
Yeah.
travel either. No, come on.
I was really glad that she wound up surviving, though, because if she didn't, that would have really bummed me out.
Cafeteria. I'm not hungry.
But it takes a long
No,
time
get
for
out
her
of
to
here.
recover.
This way. Alright, here we go. Jesus Christ, I can't get over there. Fuck you. How the fuck do I get out of there? No, that's not it. It's the bathroom.
And this is still one of the
Come on,
best
no,
tracks
stop
in the
with this,
game.
man. He says she was trying to do the Swanton Bomb after watching Jeff Hardy return at WrestleMania. Come on, man. That's not funny. Oh, shout out to the G4S Pharaoh. He had a 600-bit chair. She had all of her videos content ID claimed by Atlas, and she ended it all because she couldn't play Persona 5. Wow.
By the way, anybody watching, tell me if you think that it would have been better, like, for the character's motivation if Shiho would have died. I'm personally glad she didn't, but tell me if you think they should have gone that far.
Special instruction and training. Yes, a nice special session.
I think they honestly did enough to make me hate Kamoshida.
Oh yeah.
Like, because every other villain past that point, for the most part, aside from the second to last villain, I was just kind of like, yeah, I guess you're pretty bad, so I'm not really gonna, I don't really need too much of a motivation to stop you. But with Kamoshida, it was like, I personally, like, in my heart, wanted to stop him.
Yeah, exactly, and like, yes, like with all the others, like I don't know, like I didn't really have any more attachment, because it's just like, oh, the second guy, you know, was just
a fake, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh, he was stealing. He was just a fake and like stealing, like, or whatever.
Artwork.
Yeah, stealing artwork
Yeah.
and like making fake copies of them and selling them and stuff, and that's how he made all his money and whatnot. And then the guy from the bank was just a sleazy guy who
They didn't die.
had a bank.
Yeah.
And it's just I wasn't invested when the first, like, I don't know, like 10 hours of the game took place out here, and
Hold it up.
pretty much after, once I was done this, I was like, oh, really? There's still more? I'm like, you could have probably stretched this out to like the end of the game.
Yeah.
What kind of hospitality will you show
So
me?
yeah, because so far I haven't been invested in all the others.
No, he doesn't want
Yeah, because, like, the second guy, I can sort of get it, because he did steal art from his students, which is a pretty fucked up thing, but I mean, that's like, yeah, hurting them artistically and financially and everything, but like, Kamoshida,
questions. Nobody knows what to answer.
like, made somebody want to kill themselves. Like, that's honestly much worse. And the second guy, he's only really fucked up after you start the dungeon, when he alludes that he'll basically have Makoto's sister kidnapped and sold into human trafficking. But before that, you know, he's just kind of a, you know, your average Yakuza asshole.
Are you teasing me? You can die right here.
Why
Didn't work.
you?
Great.
Oh yeah,
No, I
God,
don't know what I did wrong.
yeah,
I
the
don't know what I did.
negotiation stuff. Like
What the hell?
I thankfully had good luck with it. It was like partly knowing what to say and partly just kind of guessing. But I just wish they didn't include this many clips of it. It's like, yeah, I get it. He was bad at the negotiations. We get it. But it's so much of the This Is How You Don't Play is showing that.
I just kind of wished, like, it didn't, like, because apparently from what you told me, like, you get, like, if you do, like, I think, like, enough social links or something with a certain character, or something, like, basically, negotiations will literally flat out tell you, like, all the information you need to know rather than essentially guessing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and like I really didn't like that, especially since a good portion of the game, like, you have to, you know, you can choose to do negotiations, and of course you want to because it's something in the game to do. I'm not gonna just not do the negotiations because I have to now. I'm either forced to guess or I have to, like, just, like, not do it or something. But yeah, again, this is the same sort of thing. Like, if I didn't have something in front of me, which like the entire list of things that of possible, like, it literally has almost all the outcomes. It has an entire list of every single persona, what the persona says, and then the answer, and then it will give you, like, the answers that do a change, whether it be positive, neutral, or negative and stuff, and like it was really highly detailed, but there were still even some answers or some questions. There were still even some questions in like the game that never popped up on the guide, and I had to guess because they were never there, and so like stuff like that was just like, how many possibilities is there going to be? And yeah, it's just like I just didn't like having, like, really no control over, I don't know, like over the answer or something. Like, if it was just easier, like, from the beginning or something, maybe I wouldn't have that much of an issue with it. But I was getting kind of annoyed by it from when I was playing.
It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the magician.
Yeah, jiggle, man, jiggle.
Also, I was gonna say something about On. I forgot what it was. Fuck, hold on. Hold on a second. I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say.
I kept his money. Like, fuck you.
Fuck, what was it?
SSJ Ram just did a 500-bit cheat.
Oh yeah, it was him telling Atlas to learn how to pronounce to learn how to pronounce her name. It's not Atlas that's voice acting it, for one, and two, again, in Japan they pronounce the name differently.
That was, not only did it add to the playthrough, but you are the cheerleader for this session. So good job. On. Oh my god, clinical trials. I grew a second dick on my forehead. This isn't a good one.
This is the best girl. Okay, bye, best girl.
Just did a 20-bit cheer, and he says to negotiate with demons, you need to read their personalities.
What?
How the hell you do that?
Oh.
What? Oh my god!
I can't imagine ever getting, like, ambushed in Persona 5. When it's so easy to catch them by surprise.
Yeah, like, I only had it happen to me once, but it was literally because, like, the enemies, the enemy, like, it was the only one time I got ambushed and died or whatever, was because, and this is where I had, like, no health or something at one point, because I was doing a dungeon in one day. I was doing literally an entire dungeon from start to finish in one day. And yeah, like, the enemy literally surprised me, because there was one point, I think it was like in the second it was either in the second or in the third palace where there's a couple like loops in like hallways or something, and one of the enemies showed up somehow behind me that I wasn't expecting, essentially backstabbed me, and then I had like 4 flying enemies, and they just all all 4 of them targeted Joker, and I died instantly. So there was nothing I could have done. So I was like, well, wasn't expecting that. And I just restarted.
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't do anything. This is so weird. I couldn't get behind.
Also, if he would have taken cover behind that chair in the hallway, he would have gotten away with it, and he would have been able to ambush him. The whole cover system wasn't even a thing in Persona 4. You just had to stand around a corner and like rotate the camera until it gave you the ability to see what you wanted to see.
The only option's fighting. Let's stuff it out, guys. Wow, I couldn't do anything. I was stuck. I couldn't move.
You could have attacked one of the guys before they attacked you.
No, I don't want
to at least get a neutral battle.
I pressed the wrong goddamn button.
And if he wouldn't have pulled the chain, then he wouldn't have even had to do that battle, because that was the wrong thing.
What the hell?
So for people who are who haven't played this game before, that's not a chain that you have to pull.
Yeah, it's like if you use like your like whatever vision thing, you can clearly see which one you have to pull. I personally pulled all of them just to get into fights so I can get more experience.
Yeah. Also, these enemies are easy. Every single flying enemy in the game is weak to gunfire, or at least most of them.
Yeah, most.
At least the ones in the early game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, most of them. I think there's like the occasional like 1 or 2 that either are neutral against it, or I think there may be like. There may be one that's like flat out just like negates it, and like.
Yeah, I think that's Anubis, because Anubis is like one of the stronger personas, and he flies.
I fucked up. Break formation makes you cancel out of it, which I didn't know. Losers. I wanted to see what it was, and then I get fucking canceled out of it. Retro just did 100.
And he's lucky, because in Persona Q, and this annoys me, in Persona Q, you actually, when you hit a weakness, it doesn't knock the enemy down all the time. Sometimes you hit a weakness, and it just does more damage to them, and that's your reward. That's why I'm really not getting into Persona Q, honestly. It is way harder than Persona 4 or 5. Way harder.
Why are you wasting your bullets on easy enemies?
Oh, by the way, you gotta save your bullets for flying enemies.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, too, that's the persona that's the persona that I needed to get the money. Yeah, that was the persona that I needed to have like 50. I need to keep on like powering that persona up, and so I can get 50 luck on it. And it's a weak ass persona. Mine's like a weak ass persona. I think mine's like level like 12 or something, where the rest of my personas are like near the like high 20s or something. But it's like really weak in comparison. But that one while doing the what's the other mode? Not the palaces, but the mementos. But if you go to mementos and do missions that have a boss at the end, and then you use sleep or whatever it is on one of the bosses there, and then you get or no, it's confused, and then you just hope that the confuse works on them, and they'll throw money at you. If that persona that you have there has like 50 luck, they can give you like a crap ton of money, and that's how early game I have like 10 million yen.
Yeah.
Like I have enough money to probably last me the entire rest of the game, but all I'm saving up that money for, and plus I need to do that again. But all I have that money for is just to eventually do Persona Fusion to get all the personas in the game. And I think I need like over 100 million or something kind of close to that to do like all all the Persona
Seriously.
fusion in like the entire game.
He's irritable. So do I say an average
So yeah,
level
that's
of
pretty
happiness?
that's pretty much the entire thing that I did.
Who fucking knows?
It was a long process. Look, honestly, and what's funny too, the longer process was actually getting that Persona's luck
Yeah,
to get into level 50. But once you find a boss, and like the actual boss fight took maybe I was maybe on it for like an hour. Actual fusion probably took me like 2 or 3 just to get luck up to 50. But yeah, it was a little bit tiring and kind of boring to do, but I think it was kind of worth it.
Yeah.
It was kind of interesting to see how it worked.
We should have opened a little attack first, but he gets a turn instead. Miss. Oh, it was lightning. Aha.
Going, Skull.
Trying to hold it up. So wait, what kind is it? It's upbeat. What would be upbeat? I'm here for the food or the women. It's not find myself, I don't think. I'm here for the food. He didn't like that. I'm going to haunt you for the rest of your life. I wouldn't
Yeah,
like that.
some of these
Oh my
answers,
God! I'm trying to be
some
upbeat.
of these answers, I swear, were like
Makes no sense.
either like
None.
there was a couple cases where again, like in case of that, where the enemy's upbeat, you're supposed to do like you're supposed to find the answer that's like whatever fit into being like upbeat or whatever. And there were a couple cases with some of the questions that either A, none of the questions were fit upbeat, or all of them led to, or all the answers led to, or all the answers led to negotiation fails, no matter what. So it's really weird why it's kind of like that.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I would have actually gone with totally different answers there for that one.
Oh, there we go.
I would have gone with I'm here for the women, and for that would be troublesome.
See that, right? He's got a big penis. Oh, shout out to Nober.
Yeah, but like all these answers and stuff, like no matter what the type, I like something like this. It would have given me like three like really weird answers, and I would down them purposely and be like, oh, I got this one wrong. I downed them again. Negotiation. Oh, I got this one wrong. Rinse and repeat to do all 3 of them, and all 3 of them failed. I did the exact same answers except for the last one, and all of them were like instant fails no matter what. And it's like, well, do you want me not? And it's like, well, do you not want me not to capture him? Apparently that was the game's idea. So there's like a couple of personas in earlier stages that I just could not get, even though I was the recommended level and knew the answers, and some of them just flat out refused to get caught.
I can hear a faint breeze blowing in.
I don't know why. Maybe it's just bad luck on my end. I have no idea.
Well, I just got owned.
Oh my god! Why did you not just attack
I only had
them?
problems with capturing personas like early game, because late game I had almost no problem with it. Most of the time it's because late game you beat them so bad that they basically just give up and say, okay, I guess I'll join you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, though. But like, that's what I mean, though. When it comes to early game, the negotiation thing is like without like, well, again, it could just be my luck, but without knowing the answer, and sometimes even with knowing the answer, sometimes I think I maybe have had it like maybe like 5 or 6 times. The answer, the right answer was either flat out wrong, or all the answers were wrong, and they just went like, I'm angry, and then call in reinforcements, and then I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything.
He bought the
capture them.
Persona 4 DLC. He bought the Persona 4 DLC with Izanagi and Izanagi Picaro.
Are you kidding me?
That's actually surprising.
That was so unfair. Dude, that was so cheap.
Though, to be honest, that's actually one of the best Personas is Izanagi.
That was incredible.
I hate how they targeted just the main character. I really despise
that.
that.
Was so cheap, dude.
Yeah, I think that's just with that particular party, because most of the time they don't.
Yeah, it's just that's really obnoxious.
Wow, do they ever not chase you? You can't lose them?
I think I may have been caught by enemies in a palace like twice,
Seriously, no way to lose
and
that
each
thing.
time I managed to make it a neutral battle. I don't think I ever got ambushed, except for on purpose to get more experience.
I think I lost them. Nope. They're still after me. Whoa! No, look at that! I got the sneak attack on him anyway. Holy shit. Wow.
There you go. See? Easy.
Wow. Got him. Oh, I didn't get the ambush? That's bullshit. Damn, wipe the fuck out, man.
And Persona 4 actually has different battle music for
That was
when you
bullshit.
get the player advantage and when the enemies have the advantage. When the player has the advantage, you get Reach Out to the Truth, and then when the enemy gets the advantage, it's Let's Make History.
God damn it.
So I thought that was kind of cool, something that Persona 4 did. Though it might just be
Kill,
golden.
Critical hit. God damn it.
I got too reckless. I'll back out and
Stupid critical hit. Sucks. I have no SP. I just have to attack normally. And he missed! Are you kidding me? You got me. Now he's gonna start missing. The one time I need him to fucking hit, he's gonna fucking miss. This sucks.
Yeah, Phil, just letting you know, I've missed a ton too. Did I
kill them.
flip my shit every single time I missed? No, I was just like, oh man, I
Can't
missed.
do it.
That was probably the
Yeah, he
that
always-
was probably
Did it
the
die?
angriest I got, where I was just
What?
like, oh man, I missed.
They didn't
That was the
die.
angriest. Like, it's not a big deal.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I think that he focuses too much on attack and not hit
I got
evasion
dropped.
is the problem.
Twilight prostitute. Oh come on! It's blatantly calling them hookers. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
and this game's blatantly
Twilight
rated M.
prostitute.
Yeah,
Oh, great,
because
Marin
you know,
Karen.
for obvious
Oh,
reasons.
no. You gotta be kidding. Marin Karen. Great. Oh, only 71 damage. Good, hit each other.
Well, that's actually not too far off from something that
Perfect.
I can imagine them doing to each
great,
other.
Now Marin Karen on him? Oh my god. Oh my god. She's got Marin
I could just
Karen.
imagine this as them in their like normal state, just taking their aggressions out on each
Wish I knew
other.
what rebellion is. I don't know. Eternia Forever says, be sure to call my mother tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure, like, just from being like a Persona vet, I'm pretty sure that I remember Rebellion increases the critical hit rate of one of your allies for a few turns.
Miss. High chance of doing it. Miss.
So it's kind of alright, because critical attacks have the same effect as getting a weakness.
Japanese kakushinhan, used now to mean a crime done in cold blood, like the word literally. The real meaning of kakushinhan, kakushinhan is pretty much the opposite of how it's used.
How about
Do you know what it is, dumbass coon?
I thought it was Dumas.
Oh, he's gonna help me out. What is the common usage of kakushinhan again regarding the action you take? Having a strong conviction. That's wrong.
I don't think
What's
that's
the
right.
I don't know. Knowing your actions are wrong. Okay. When people are saying something like
Yeah,
kakushinhan,
thank God
it's
for
usually
the
but the real is the
thank God for the
opposite.
network feature, because again, this is the same thing with stuff like this. I'm like, I don't want to know, like, I in some of these cases where it's like I don't know what the answer is.
So someone takes an action believing
I'm
it's
sorry,
right.
I don't know.
Someone raised their hand
So
and
yeah,
said,
like
Yeah.
the network feature, like thank you, because I would probably have been like either, well, just flat out looking it up every
What the
single
fuck?
time,
It's
which
a
would have
penis
annoyed
head
the shit out of me,
slide.
or I would have
Dude,
just been like,
It's definitely
or
a penis.
I probably wouldn't have
How
even
you
gotten
tell
as
that's
far
not
as
a
I
dick?
did.
That is a shriveled dickhead right
Considering
there.
considering the considering the school bit was the thing that I was kind of not dreading, but was like the one thing that I wasn't sure I would like
I
give
feel
myself
like since
into.
they're not voice acted, they should have come up with different questions for the American version. Because these questions are very Japanese oriented. Like
They're
if you don't live in Japan,
super-
you wouldn't know most of these.
Exactly. That's thin. Or just make some of the things like much more easier because like some of the things of like, oh, this general of this dynasty did this thing, and what was their second in command? It's like, who, what, how the fuck am I supposed to know? But if it's just, but if you want, I mean, I'm not saying, at the same time too, I'm not saying like make the answers, make the questions so much easier, where it's like, oh, like what's hello in Japanese? Like, I'm not saying making it that simple, but just make it a little more, I don't know, generic.
Wait a minute.
Ones.
So Nober 87 did 122-bit cheer. And
Yeah, I mean, it's high school. You don't learn anything in high school.
And immediately after he did that, Eternia Forever did 188-bit cheer. And he said, back off, boys. There's a new sheriff in town. their fight has resulted in someone else jumping in now. This is pretty funny.
I thought that people
All right,
doing
anyway.
bit wars and stream
No,
chat
Mike,
derailed the
189-bit
streams.
cheer. Well, you guys have fun. I'll keep
No,
doing
he
shout-outs as you
loves
guys
the
cheer here.
money.
I'm gonna head into the finale of this dungeon.
Yeah, I told him I love your videos, Phil. I think you're a great content creator.
Nolbert just did a 191-bit cheer.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
Frankie Cowan with
All you have to
192-bit
do
cheer.
is give him 50 cents and just be like, I've been a fan since, and insert in this order. I've been a fan of you since 2008. My favorite playthrough is insert game from any game between 2009 and 2011. And then just say, keep up the quality content, and don't let the haters get to you. Insert those four things, and he will instantly be like, oh boy, I got another dick sucker.
Yeah.
It's all you gotta do, and then you're on his good side.
And within that time frame, they made it so that the website was primarily based around subscription. So instead of running ads and doing commercial breaks during your live streams, now you had to interrupt your live streams.
And exactly, this is the shit that just like contradicts everything about him. One moment he'll be like, doing bit wars, all this shit will just distract the stream and disrupt it, and now it doesn't become a part of the gameplay anymore. It just becomes about people getting, stroking their own edicts. But then nowadays he'll be like, no, I love it. I never said that it was bad.
At the expense of doing whatever I'm doing.
Can't keep up
Yeah,
with his
maybe
own
his throat
lies.
wouldn't be so. Maybe his throat wouldn't be so sore all the time if he didn't do shit like, oh, guy did a 1-bit cheer, and I did a 25-bit cheer. Oh my god!
I'd rather be on a site that works.
Like maybe his throat wouldn't be so sore if he didn't scream like a fucking jackass.
I don't worry about that kind of bullshit and beg for subs and all that. I just want to sit here and play games and enjoy it, fucking period. And I've been able to do that ever since I started live streaming.
Yeah, I hope you guys don't max out your credit cards giving me $1 every like 10 minutes.
Cheer and became the cheerleader tonight. Good lord!
Yeah, exactly. Or you could legit be just like, sneak your way in and be an actual troll, and you be an actual troll / detractor, like Third Eye the Third, and literally like sneak dissing him, but chipping him a quarter every now and again. So sure, over the course of like whatever 3-4 years maybe that he was a part of the his streams, sure he probably gave Phil a good amount of money. But it would literally be like, hey, here's 20. Hey Phil, here's 20. Hey Monkey, dance for me. Here's 25 cents. By the way, what's your true feelings of Ninja? And then there's a whole drama video right there. Like it's just because some people know how to sneak diss him or get him to make like drama videos about shit. It's kind of hilarious when that happens.
Isn't it funny how I talk about stuff before everyone else, though? They're all free to talk about it until it, becomes an abundant issue.
Why does he think that the internet is like this place where he's ridiculously censored and he's like the one super edgy guy who like isn't held down by the system or something? Like nobody's afraid to talk about shit on the internet. Like he says all the time, people aren't afraid to insult him because it's on the internet and there's no consequences. Yeah, you can't be like the one guy who's controversial on the internet when that's what everyone fucking is on the internet because there are basically no restrictions. I hate it when he does that. He tries to act like he's so fucking edgy.
Yeah, he'll either act super edgy or then the very next minute be like, guys, if I say anything bad, Twitch will deplatform me. They'll get rid of my stream, and then I won't be able to make money, and then I'll have to sell the house, and then Cat won't live with me anymore. Oops.
Yeah.
Like.
I just got a 200-bit cheer saying, "Hey DSP, what does NWA stand for?" I don't know, guys. I don't think I can say that on Twitch, you know.
I finally don't have to visit her anymore. Dang. This isn't good. I gotta go to the bathroom.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think that's a good thing to put up on the leaderboard. So I'm just gonna put you as N.
Just like that time.
Yeah. Also, I can't really get mad at him for dancing at the Persona 5 music, but can he not dance like he's from the 1930s?
No, but remember he's a boomer. He was born in the 1930s.
It was a true story.
Yeah, it's a fucking Italian dance. That's the dance that they did when they made money off of Prohibition. Every single time they sold a drink of alcohol, they did that exact dance.
Remember, it's the one finger bounce while nodding your head. That's the dance.
I love that zoom in on Morgana's face. That was good.
Again, this is the shit that pisses people off. Stopping literally the stream to make up stupid jokes. Nobody does this. Nobody does this shit.
That's why his Persona 5 playthrough is so long. It's like 3 hours of just ranting at the camera.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, I'm gonna play Persona 5 for 4 hours. I'm gonna play Persona 5 for 3 hours for 4 hours. By the way, only 3 hours of it is. By the way, 1 hour of it is actual progression, and 3 hours of it are shitty jokes.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, I called mine the Cool Kids Club with 3K, so basically, yeah. So mine was a little offensive. Just a little bit.
Not offensive.
You know a bunch of people were just like, oh yeah, I'll call mine the nigger, and like, they got away with it. No, I'm just imagining that as like actual lore in Persona 5, is like that's what they were actually called.
July 7 F Atlas. See, it looks bad. It looks like Fatless. That doesn't work either.
Oh, July 7th, the deadline. I thought it was talking about. I thought it was a joke about how the game was delayed a bunch of times.
No, yeah, the first streaming restriction. Even though ironically, when they made that restriction, apparently people already had videos past that date up, and nothing happened to them.
Yeah.
So I mean, who's to really to believe something like that in a case where it's like, oh, here's this brand new game, you can't play it, you can't upload videos past this point. Oh well, 20 other people already have it, but why can't I do it? And then the devs literally just look at you and just go, I don't know. We'll give you a copyright strike for not abiding by our rules. But these other 20 people, oh well.
Help! He's black.
Help! He's black.
Black people visit Japan. Like you don't have to be a citizen of Japan to be in Japan.
Black person in a place where black people aren't common. Like, oh.
Yeah, because nobody ever visits Japan.
Yeah, only Japanese people visit Japan.
Now you guys
Yeah, there's
know
like
Jamie,
there's
all the
like
news you
homing
want,
missile
I don't know
silos
what
around
you're
Japan to shoot down any planes that try and fly into
No.
Japan. Honestly
Oh,
though,
you trying to
nowadays
get
with
to
all that's been
Japan?
going,
No.
honestly though, considering the whole, you know,
oh.
all the shit that's going on in America nowadays and the whole Logan Paul thing, I wouldn't blame them if they did that.
Enemy over here. What the fuck is that? Ah! Look at that thing.
No, no more Logan Paul.
Logan Apollo.
See that? Dude, he totally destroyed the
Logan Paul
Kun.
Kun.
Plastered him in his ass. And fucking Dude, that was funny as fuck. Come on. Wow.
I love how he always says "come on" every single time he says something's funny. Like, "Come on, please, I'm begging you, agree with me that it's funny." Leanna's gone at this point, and Kat hasn't shown up yet. I have no one to agree with me.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh my god.
Again, he just wants
I don't know who.
Oh, what's that word?
Bullshit.
What's that word? He just wants someone to agree with him, but it's like to agree with everything with him. But there's a specific word for it.
Not that it would have mattered anyway, but I didn't mean to press the button.
Crap! I literally just had it. Now I forget. But yeah, that's all he wants. He just wants everyone in his chat to just talk about him, talk about the gameplay, and agree with him, and also say, hey Phil, I thought this game was good, or I thought this game was bad. Me too. I agree. That's all he wants from his, you know, that's all he wants from his stream chat.
Hold on a second.
Like I still think one of the best one of the best videos that I saw, just to show how little he gives a shit about playing games and streaming in general, is to literally on camera playing playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider, just being like, guys, you do realize that this is a stream, and if you're not gonna watch, just leave. I see people in stream chat not talking about me or the gameplay. There's people talking about talking about pizza or a rapper or something. I'm like, the fuck? I can't commentate on that. And it was basically to some degree, but it's literally some short, like, minute-long clip, and I'm just like, how do you look at that and not go, wow, you're a huge piece of shit, and then just leave, and then not get up and leave him? But no, his entire fan base is a cult, and like they enjoy getting shit thrown at their faces. So yeah. I mean, it really doesn't surprise me.
Nope. Who's Van Gogh? It was either one or the other. Well, let's see how Yusuke feels. Yeah, I guess we could talk some more after that.
So sad. Such a sad boomer.
No free time because we gotta meet Shubi after school tomorrow.
I won't report you.
Oh, one of the best party members.
All of you must suck my dick right now. 3 in a row.
What's that?
If you're willing to bear everything to me.
Whoa, bear everything to him.
I still hold that the best party is the main character Yusuke, An, and Makoto.
Yes, the best nude painting. Yes.
And of course Futaba, because she's always there.
Yes.
Nude?
Yes. Yes.
That chant won't hold up in a few years.
And the whole country's gonna see you nude?
Yes. Yes.
That chant won't hold up in a few years.
Obviously, Madarame kept tabs on him. Everything he made was claimed as Madarame claimed as an automom.
Oh my god, just correct yourself. Fuck. Don't make a fucking show out of it.
Alright, talk.
It's like every single time he does that, he's like, oh yeah, it's Madarame. Don't kill yourself. It's fine. This. 10-year legacy. 10 years.
10 fucking years, man.
We
got this.
BMW. Madarame. I hate it when he does that. Like, fuck, just correct yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I stumble so many fucking words because my brain is trying to react to itself so quickly that by the time it gets to my mouth, sometimes like 2 or 3 different words will try to come out of my mouth at the same time, and I'll literally flub up words and stuff, and but do I be like
Kids like this.
fucking goddamn it, I fucking did it again. Oh my god, I'm so fucking mad. No, I don't fuck do that. I just go blah blah blah. Okay, let me try that again. And then I continue. Like it's but again, remember, not a clown. Not a clown.
Yeah.
But remember, he doesn't have dyed hair. That automatically means he's not a clown. He can do everything else a clown does, but as long as he doesn't have dyed hair, that means he's off the he's off the Markiplier, Ninja, and Jacksepticeye spectrum of clowns.
If he had dyed hair, I wouldn't call him a clown. I'd just call him a lesbian. Just like Markiplier. That's what Markiplier looked like. That's what Markiplier looks like now.
Yeah, that freaking
like I don't know what it is with Markiplier. Like he's got a thick boy like alpha fucking body, but he's got like the most lesbian looking face.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what happens when you mix white and Asian.
Enemy retreating.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I couldn't win. Those choices all sucked. Nothing was apparent of what I was supposed to do at all. It was so dumb. Say something gloomy.
I need to go get some water. I'm legit getting lightheaded. One sec.
Well, then it's not gloomy. You got the wrong type described here.
I feel like
Try again.
smoking weed and I haven't.
I'm smart. He hated that.
He hated that.
Go for it. Get mad. He hated that. Oh my god.
He hated that.
Everything I fucking said.
He hates everything, dude.
Good god, dude.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I don't know. The negotiations were really weird to me, in my opinion. I'm sure later on they get much more easier, and I hope they get much more easier. But they were, in the early game, they're really obnoxious to me.
I'm not scared at all. He
hated that.
I picked the polar opposite answer. He still hates it. He hates everything I pick.
Why you?
Yeah, I agree. That's happened to me before.
I can't
so I agree with this.
He hates that too, dude. They hate every fucking choice. I picked all three.
Yeah, I agree with Phil.
Hates it, dude. And now you're kidding. Every choice I make, they hate. Every fucking choice. This is insane. My grades
yeah,
are all right.
I kind of agree with that. I honestly actually do agree. That's the same thing that I was just talking about that happened, and that's yeah. So like I agree with him with that.
I don't think I could recruit these.
Of why for whatever reason all the answers just fail.
Recruit those. I can't get it. No matter what I do, I can't
Yeah,
get it.
I got some Pocky too.
Oh boy. Well, I got one who actually liked it.
Which is pretty good if nobody's had it.
Play with me. What are we gonna do?
They got like green tea, cookies and cream, chocolate.
Which one of those is gloomy? Play tag, video games, or ladies. None of those are gloomy. There is no choice here that's correct. It's complete bullshit.
Well, I don't think for the gloomy ones you're supposed to be gloomy. You're supposed to try and cheer them up, basically.
I got the road on that one. Give me an item. Look, I can't. I couldn't recruit them.
See, I think that so long as you get a positive response on the second one and a neutral or positive response on the first one, then you get it. It really matters most what you get on the second chance.
Yeah, it won't raise any
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what's happening. Yeah, that's what's happened. That's happened to me on a few. Then when I had to flat out guess, I would get the first one I would get either neutral or angry, and then sometimes on the second one I would get the positive one or whatever, and then I would end up getting that persona. So yeah, so it definitely just matters based on the second choice for sure.
He's wearing your panties.
But yeah, hopefully, again, as I was kind of saying, hopefully it does get easier at a certain point for the negotiations, where like it kind of just flat out tells you like what's the best thing to pick, rather than be in a case like that where it's like, oh well, he's gloomy, so which one should I pick? And it gives like 3 answers that are like, well, all of these are fun, so all of these could technically be right answers, but like only one of them is actually right. So like, hopefully they do. Hopefully eventually with like more social links that I do, the negotiations get easier.
Underground mall. It's down here somewhere. It's not that
Because
way.
it's more annoying than interesting to me.
That goes up. How do I go down?
Also, that politician guy, I never did his social link. Or the fortune teller. I did everyone else's to some degree, though. But the only social links that I maxed were,
Why did I do that?
Ryuji on Tai Takumi,
Ooh, Dojishi, what a name.
Nope.
I think, God, who else?
Fuck that. That's stupid.
Was the girl who
Call you the
plays the board game? I think
Okay,
that
right.
girl too. I forget her name.
Yeah, I did.
But yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, because I'm trying to do everyone's around the same time. Like I'm forced to do the politicians. In my opinion, there isn't really anything interesting about him at this point, and I have him almost like level 4 or 5 or something, and there's not really too much interesting about him. I liked also too that I believe I've told you, but not on like recording or whatever, that there are some side characters that I like more than the actual main characters of the game. And like the teacher and the psychic are two of my favorite characters. Just based off of their either Lord's personality or just like the struggle that they're going through, and I'm legit interested with like what's kind of going on, and like especially the teachers. Like I found hers more interesting than like again than a couple of the other characters. Like motivations to join the Phantom Thieves.
Yeah, because I liked all the characters in Persona 5, and I loved a few of the party members, but I did a much better job in Persona 4 at getting the social links. Like in Persona 4, the ones I had maxed out were every single party member except for Kanji. I never even touched Kanji's. So I had Yosuke's, Chie's, Yukiko's, Naoto's, Teddy's, and fuck, who else was there? I can't believe I'm forgetting the other party member. Or maybe that was actually it. And the sports club. But because this game had way more activities than the first game, not the first game, but in comparison to Persona 4, I think that's why I got way more social links in Persona 4, is because in this game I was trying to do so much else, and I was like, okay, I'll just focus on the characters that I really, really like.
Aren't they all counterfeit?
Right.
Although maybe the real ones here too. I wonder.
Though I did wish that I got Futaba's, but because you need a certain stat to do hers, that's why I wasn't able to do it when I wanted to.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Which I think all of mine are level 4, except for it's either knowledge or
Back again. What if we go back this way?
or something or one of the other or something else. But it's either knowledge or one of them that's or one of the stats that are right next to it. But I believe all the other stats are level 4, which considering I'm not even halfway done the game and I have all those to level 4, I'm going to assume that I'm doing things pretty right. I'm doing things fairly right, and then that there should be a point where I don't even have to do activities that increase stats anymore, and that I can spend that time doing just being like, oh well, before on these days I used to go do this thing to increase this stat, but once all of them get maxed out, I'm assuming that basically I can just stop doing all of them and then just worry about, oh, do I want to fight or do I want to do social links?
Actually, oh wait, are you talking about like maxing out the social link?
No, I'm talking about maxing out the stats. Like, yeah. Like, what I mean is because all of them are level 4, except for like one of them. One of them's I think is level 3. But because all of them are level 4, and I'm not even. I'm in July. I'm in July, and all of them are level 4. So I'm assuming that once they all get to level 5, and they're all the entire thing's maxed out, that I don't even have to touch them anymore, and I can worry about either fighting in dungeons, go to mementos, or do social links, and that I don't even have to touch anything else anymore. Which, like, is that right?
Yeah, that's why I'm motivated to do a New Game Plus eventually, because with New Game Plus, those stats carry over, and I think that there were only a couple of stats I didn't get to max, so once I get those to max really quickly, that eliminates so much stuff I would normally do. Like, I don't have to do the job, I don't have to go to the burger place, I don't have to play baseball, I don't have to, do any of that, I don't have to study, ever. Like, I'll just automatically get perfect grades on all the exams, all that.
Okay, good. Yeah, good. Yeah, because I was even thinking of like how can you spend like all this time and like do like in a perfect like run and having to worry about, again, progressing the story, social links, and stats and stuff when two of them technically have a limit. And there are some cases where you need a particular stat at a certain level before you can progress further into a social link and such. So it's like, well, once you get level 5 maxed out with all the stats, it kind of seems like it would make sense that you don't have to touch them you don't have to worry about any of the activities to increase them anymore.
No time frame for anything because I need to be able to be financially feasible.
So yeah, so at least that's kind of a good thing.
Yeah. Also, that battle just there, he didn't get the player advantage because he just whacked the enemy with his weapon. He didn't do the actual ambush, so he got a neutral battle. Yeah.
I guess I'm not sure. So that's, wait, I'm not supposed to do this now. Am I supposed to leave? Alright. So we gotta leave is apparently what we're supposed to do. Okay. What the? He chugs and he burps right in a girl's face. What a nice guy. So, if this is the
well, they're friends. It's not like he's never met her before. It's not all that weird. Oh my god, you need to make a fucking show out of it. God. Jesus Christ. Oh my fucking god. Wouldn't he wait until he... Okay, don't fucking kill yourself, it's fine. 10 years. 10 years, 10 years, 10 years.
10 years legacy. 10-year legacy.
Oh, shout out to Alex Harvey Conrad.
Tut. I mean not Tut. I mean.
Congratulations on getting engaged. You're a big boy now. Yeah, I've been a big boy for a while. Trust me. These past few years, I've been
a big boy for a while. Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah, he's kind of.
I'm a big boy now.
I don't know why people keep saying he looks like he's lost weight. He really doesn't.
No, God, no.
I think it's. I think it's that he's grown facial hair. Is that you just can't see as much. Like his facial hair kind of hides the fat.
No, yeah. That's definitely it. Yeah.
I mean, why do you think all the fat YouTubers have facial hair? Wings of Redemption, Boogie2988, all of them have facial hair. Kid Behind a Camera, DSP, they all have goatees.
I tried and it didn't work. What are King crabs
that's why. Yeah, like, exactly. That's the secret. That's the secret behind a lot of facial behind at least a decent amount of facial hair. Which again, psychologically, even I'm under that exact same same thing where it's like otherwise. I have a little extra underneath my chin that I don't like being there. So that's why I always have facial hair, so it all blends in and it doesn't look like I have like a double chin. Because I personally don't like it, but at least I'm actually doing something to try and lose weight. And again, I think like in the last like 5 months or something, I've lost like 35 pounds. So I mean, like at least I'm actually attempting to lose some. Otherwise, unlike somebody else.
Yeah. You and me have actually both lost a lot of weight throughout 2018, because throughout 2018 I lost almost like 50 pounds.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it goes up and down by like a pound, though that's usually because my stomach's full.
Yeah.
But I went from like 216 to 170.
Irritable, be serious with my comments. Okay.
So now I can, and it also made me more flexible too. So now I can like, it's hard to describe it, but I can basically bend my leg upward to where my foot is pressing up against my rib cage, and then I can like lift my knee upward into the air at the same time.
Oh jeez.
Like, can you imagine what I'm? Yeah.
Okay, well,
yeah.
it's a good thing. It's a good thing you win that direction, and not something else. Not something else I was thinking of when you said I'm more flexible. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing you made that you cleared that up, because I was, my brain was in a completely other direction.
I can fuck old women vigorously now.
Yes, that was where my brain was.
Oh my god! Triple kill! She triple.
Oh my god, dude! How did you get triple killed by it?
Well, that was fair.
Dude. What's that thing?
Oh my god.
Yakshini or?
We're gonna have to guard. She's gonna do that ability again.
I think that this was a
I forget what that thing's called. Like.
Yup.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just remember that this was one of those like side missions basically, and the whole thing was that it was a girlfriend who was abusing her boyfriend basically, and this is one of the Memento side missions.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember what the. I was trying to remember what the persona. What the persona there? I think it's like Yaksini or something like that. It's like still, it's like how the hell did you get triple killed? Even I haven't gotten triple killed yet, and I'm like 3 months ahead of where he's at. Dude.
Yeah.
What the hell?
He needs to just attack her already. Like, he needs to just, because she's gonna do charge and then an attack every single time. So he can kill her in a couple of turns. So he just needs to do it.
I can never attack. She keeps doing this pattern. I can never attack. Really?
I love how Joker just says out loud, "Calm down."
Okay. All right. God, the number of times it would be like after a battle, Joker goes, "Okay." Immediately afterwards, Phil goes, "Okay."
Yeah.
The number of times that happened, I'm like, "Oh, that's so stupid." I didn't know
if he
who
would have just attacked with his persona, he would have been able to kill her.
Yeah, exactly. It's really not that hard.
Yeah.
Damn it! I didn't get it. All right, hold him up. This one. Yep. He's irritable. So what do I do to irritable? Gotta look it up again.
So you gotta be.
For irritable, it is
nice.
Be serious. Okay, I gotta be very serious with this guy.
Oh.
I was passing by, you roughed me up. What's your deal? Something bad is gonna happen? It's not like that. It didn't work. What the fuck? Does the country have a future? It does. Don't expect it. The elderly have bad manners.
I was about to say fuck no, then I remembered this was Japan.
Give me an item.
I thought I was still in America for a minute.
The first one, there was nothing that was serious at all.
I just had like a content-aware scale, negative filtered picture of Donald Trump flash in my head. No, it doesn't.
Tell jokes. Okay, I gotta tell jokes to this guy.
Trump, Alex Jones, the Catholic Church, all of them just flashed in my head.
Jokes. None of these are jokes.
None of these are jokes, though.
That's mean. That's mean. None of these are jokes. I have no idea what to say. This is what I mean. Even when you know what you're supposed to say, these options don't even fit what you're supposed to do. None of those are a joke.
I think stop trying to act cool is kind of a joke.
That one for some
that was it.
That wasn't a joke. That one was the correct one. You're
What was that
ugly.
one?
Nothing's wrong, you tempt people. What? Some people are saying say tempt people. How is this a joke? Nope, it wasn't right. It wasn't right. I once again didn't get him. This is bullshit.
The next trial.
See? I said the things that were supposed to be the right ones. I still don't get the guy. It's bullshit. I think this
Is that the
system
guy?
not a good one, in my opinion.
Is that really him?
Every time, and you can't.
Dude, he's the guy who masturbated in front of shadows.
So what do I do with timid ones?
I'm watching him on Mementos.
Okay.
Dude, he masturbated in front of personas.
Let's play tag.
This guy regularly goes down into Mementos and masturbates right in front of so many personas every day.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
A nice kind thing. Nope, not good enough. Lame. Alright.
Oh my god, that's all this is how you don't play is. It's just negotiation failures. Dojima, please.
Like a disco ball, I don't want, yeah.
Hey, we'll do more story. It's fine.
Well, didn't work, even though that was a joke. Didn't work. This is lame. There's some guys I could never recruit.
Negotiation failure coming
Say
up.
what I'm supposed to say, it doesn't work. It's so lame. So, this is
Fucking goddamn it.
yeah, okay, I'm supposed to joke with it.
And it's the same persona.
Yeah, again, there are in some cases where at first when I saw this, I was like, wow, he's doing really bad at this negotiation thing. And then when I actually tried it and I came across a couple situations that were exactly what Phil went through, I'm like, huh, am I stupid or is he right?
I'm gonna ask you a question for you.
Like I legit had to think there, where we're like again, he came across the exact same thing where he picked the third the third choice was wrong on all three of the answers. Yeah, but the answer all three of the answers were completely wrong and just made them angry. And no matter what he did, no matter which combination of ones, they were always wrong. So and again, I had that happen to me before. So I'm like, is he right or is Phil right with calling that out, or am I just stupid that I never figured it out?
This is
Like
completely wrong.
I'm honest. Like I'm legit confused now after
Research
playing
shows
it.
that once color broadcast became the norm, most dreams started being in color. What?
Yeah, this is I don't know. This
On
is kind
what
of
fucking
weird.
planet was this documented as a scientific fact?
Yeah.
Real life is in
I don't feel like they'd
Think about
put
real life,
this-
think about color.
I don't feel like
What
they'd
the
put
fuck?
something
That's
this
completely wrong.
insane in the game if it
Movies
wasn't
and
true,
television
though.
moved into color around the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah, exactly,
This
but
is factually incorrect.
yeah, exactly. But it's like it's just a weird thing to think of where it's like without, you know, where it's like without colored TV, our dreams were in black and white or something. It's like
Before
since
television,
when?
people still had dreams, so they jumped about.
Yeah.
It seems so out. It seems so out there.
100% fucking wrong. Wow.
So I don't know. Like I would need to have like an actual like document in front of me saying, yeah, by the way, this actually is 110% true, from a reliable source to fully believe it. Just right now I'm just like, that seems kind of fishy to
I can't say
me.
this guy's name. Principal Kaba.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god, with that shit again. Principal Also, wasn't that question something like, what, when, oh my fucking god, I gotta mute it again. Wasn't that question something like, after TV started to be in color, what else started to be in color, and he thought it was movies?
No. The correct answer was dreams. Like before.
No, I mean, like, was that the question? Was like, after TV shows started being color, what else was in color? And one of the answers was movies.
maybe it was. I mean, maybe one of the answers was, but yeah, like it was all based off of like dreams or some.
I got a jerky.
Because if it was, then yeah, he actually did get that wrong, even if Dreams wasn't there, because movies were in color before TV. Because TV wasn't in color until the early 40s, and movies started to be in color in the 30s.
Yeah.
So he would have been wrong even if Dreams wasn't the answer.
Relationship I don't want to be in. I'm not feeling it. Talk about a problematic guy to get involved with, yeah.
It's probably a...
Now then, dumbass son. Can you imagine how much gold has been excavated by humanity over the course of history? 3 Olympic-sized pools, 3 Great Pyramids of Giza, 3 Lake Biwas. I don't know what Lake Biwa is. Oh my god. I'll say 3 Lake Biwas.
No.
Nope, it was 3 pools.
No.
Well, I didn't know any of that. Who would have known that? Who the fuck are these people?
Does he really think that much gold has been excavated?
Girl, too? What the? A girl? I thought you were gay.
This guy has really helped. I think I found something. Isn't that a portable stove?
No. That's what I used to make my crack.
Can't we make hot pot on it?
Well, I'll need ginkgo nuts.
I don't think you can make crack with that.
Yeah, well, buy it with your own money. Oops, you spent all your money.
This is what happens when a suburban white dude tries to talk about urban shit.
Fix a mess. Now they're in a bathhouse together.
Huge bathtubs really are the best. Han's missing out.
Yeah, they're the best. Watch this.
He probably thinks that you make
love
weed in a
these.
fucking bathtub.
I love getting all the filth of other men all over my body in a liquid
Old guys
setting.
like it hot for some
Or rather, he probably thinks that weed are like actual weeds from a
I'm
garden.
really gay, like uncontrollably gay. So
I'm gay. We go into a. I'm fucking gay. I'm gay as fucking gay. I'm fucking gay.
First, I'll show them this.
Dicks, I'm gay.
He gets up.
I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay, we're totally gay.
Are you
I'm
shivering
fucking.
siblings?
Everybody
Happy
watching, this is Kid
music.
Fox. I'm gay.
What? Yes, that's the first thing I think of when I hear this cool soundtrack. Fapping. Yes. They were recording. Yeah, they're not letting me do anything. Look. They're not letting me do anything. It's so stupid that some days you can't do anything. It's so lame.
All right, and I'm gonna see what I can.
It's been a thing in Persona even before 5. Which is why it was so annoying that Morgana became a meme. It's like, it was the same thing in Persona 4, it just wasn't a character telling you. It was basically you telling yourself that you're too tired.
I need to go see a doctor.
And people acted like it was a new thing.
Hang on. What?
By the way, I actually have, like, this text message thing you see. I actually installed an app that changes the text messaging on my phone to this exact format that you see in the game.
Get that link. I think that's the best plan of action.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Someone 192 just did a 300-bit chair and said, "No, do Yusuke, do him." How dare you?
How dare you?
Well, Yusuke has a pretty useful, social link because you can give him skill cards and he can replicate them.
That's all. Good God, this kid, dumb kid.
So say if you have one for Heat Riser, then you can have him replicate that and you can have a bunch of Heat Risers. Autism, by the way, autism.
Huh.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. The photographer chick here. Yeah, it's, I think I'm fairly, I'm fairly, I'm kind of like just starting, fairly early with her social links. And yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing where that goes with hers.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Oh, get ready for the obligatory gay jokes and gay voice. Get ready, people.
Yeah. To be fair, though, the game doesn't really make it any better considering, let's just say, the Japanese culture isn't the most, like, accepting, well, I don't know if I want to say accepting, but not the most knowledgeable about this sort of thing. So they kind of portray them like it's Family Guy.
Position myself well here. We go.
No, yeah, true, but
Okay.
like, but yeah, true, but yeah, but I mean, like the game's already making the joke. You don't need some near 40-year-old Polish man to make essentially the joke even more outlandish.
Oh, the night is young, and so are you. Let's party it up.
Yeah.
Come back alive. Wow. He comes back with his butt pounded out. Hey, there's nothing else for us to
Comes
do.
back with
Let's
his
head
butt
home for
pounded
the night.
out. That's a soundbite.
Wow, he actually got his butt pounded out.
Hey, honestly though, to be honest, as long as there's no sex involved, I wouldn't mind hanging out with some gay dudes. They're pretty cool.
I think Ryuji found some clues. Oh my god.
I just hope that's not what this game is insinuating.
Okay then. And Ryuji just got introduced.
Okay. Okay.
Hello, Center the world. I think
Yes,
those
I love
guys
on
into
summer
the whole
clothes.
world of You're behind. How about the Thurley Trendsetter?
She has the legs.
Unlimited matches, unlimited
Oh,
possibilities.
Yusuke.
Yes.
What location would Kaneshiro think of as his bank?
The sperm bank. Oh, candidates found.
How is a sperm bank gay?
How about Ryuji's game?
It's actually the exact opposite because it's like pretty much the only customers there are women.
What the hell? Double critical? Are you serious?
I mean, you go there and masturbate to porn and get paid for it so that then women can buy that sperm and inseminate themselves. It's like the most non-gay thing.
What the hell? I'm gonna try Mabudo. It's probably not gonna. Oh, no, you know
It's
what?
as far away from homosexuality as you can get.
Block the foe. And it misses. Oh my god, really? I lend it.
I actually wouldn't mind donating to a sperm bank. I mean, I masturbate every day anyway. I might as well get paid for it.
Up B.
I think my semen, it's like diamond grade at this point. It's like super refined.
I don't care.
Oh shit, he just got Makoto out of nowhere. Within 30 seconds, we went from them trying to figure out where the bank is to he has Makoto.
Okay, what kind of medicine? That won't change anything. What kind of medicine? He hated that. Great.
I guess he didn't have. Well, no, I swear I remember him dying on the bank boss fight. Oh, but that's not as important as the 5 millionth negotiation failure, I guess.
Atlas says, no screenshot here. No one should be seeing mementos. How dare you? Who do you think you are? No screenshots for you, says Atlas. Oh my god. No. Wow.
No Christmas stream for you.
No.
It's Tevin's fault.
Oh fuck, I'm buffering. I don't know why.
Buffering, oh no.
Oh my god, Vlair just had said the
Yeah.
best comment. Dude, I'm not even kidding. Vlair just had the best comment of the stream.
It's not like I'm missing out on anything. I'll just wait until it fixes itself and then I'll tell you where I'm at.
Wow, that was great.
Okay, well,
I'm probably just missing the 70th negotiation failure.
Yeah, well, it's probably best to just like continue like forward. So like, let me know when like it's running, then I can just tell you where I'm at, because I'm still playing right now. So I can just tell you, okay, go to this point, and then just even if we're off by like 2 seconds or something, it's not gonna be that much of a difference.
No, you don't. Yeah, no screenshots. What is up with this game? Well, it's not really this game, it's the publisher, Atlas. Black Mage C-Type did a 10-bit cheer. He says, Phil, play it safe and do
Okay,
not
where you at?
stream past the 7-7.
124:08, 09, 010, 11, 12.
Haven't cheered a single bit.
Just keep counting.
Damn, he's calling him out.
16, 17, 18,
Damn, that was, dude,
19,
seriously just
20,
laid down the law and called people
21,
out. He's like, isn't it the
22.
people that
Okay, there's something wrong with my internet, I
cheers and
think.
stuff, and the people who watch it keep streaming. Who is this woman drawn as the high priestess in most terror
YouTube's
attacks?
making me slam my controller.
Joan of Arc, Pope Joan.
Is
or
he making
Kimiko?
you an angry?
There was no
Yeah.
Pope. No, there was no female Pope.
Literally, I'm slamming my controller over
So it's either
YouTube.
Joan of Arc or Kimiko. I don't know who that
Whatever.
Kimiko is.
As long as there's still one
But it doesn't
person
look
enduring it, we're
Japanese,
good for
it looks
now.
like it's
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Japanese,
try and
like
fix it though. I'll just be in the
I wanna say
background.
it's Joan of Arc, I
Alright,
think.
cool. Yeah, for the time being. God damn it, Susan.
Nope.
Fix your goddamn site.
Pope Joan. Dude, what is Pope? There's never a female Pope.
Okay, is the party open? I might try and leave it and
Joan or
rejoin.
Johanna, as some historians argue, was the first woman, even though women
I'm
couldn't
not
be
entirely
priests.
sure.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
True?
you
Yeah.
have to check.
What?
Yeah,
When did this
alright. Well,
happen?
let me
I
check.
have
I'm
no
gonna
idea.
try and leave it and rejoin.
As such, she was a legendary
I'll
female,
leave it
sometimes thought of
open
as
and then
anti-church
I'll make sure it's
symbol.
open and then I'll yeah.
I had
Okay, I'll
no
make it
idea
public.
at all.
There we go.
We're gonna save the game. We're gonna take it to the palace, babe. We're gonna rob the bank. We're gonna fuck this guy, Kanashiro. Fuck his ass.
Gotta sing, yeah, gotta sing. Dare, 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 dare.
Examine the pig statue. What could it be? When I feel a draft coming from underneath the piggy. It seems weird, it's so weird. I can't stop. I can't stop dancing. Come on now, baby.
This is garbage. I agree. I agree. I agree that this is garbage.
You gotta
Okay, I forgot that since you're appearing offline, I wouldn't have been able to rejoin.
That's what happened. Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, it doesn't really matter considering we're only recording audio. It doesn't matter if you go to the dashboard at any point.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
sure. It's been a while since I've streamed.
Yeah. Alright, what time are you at again?
126, 44, 45, 46, 47,
48, 49.
9, 50,
Okay.
51.
There we go. I think I got it.
Another Black Mage C-type cheer.
Here we go. Do the Krogan dance. Krogan. Do the Krogan dance. The Krogan.
1930s. Fucking whitest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Zealous messenger.
I do like even though if I am seeming very negative to certain aspects that I haven't really that I'm not used to in other JRPGs, because Persona 5 to me feels like Persona 5 to me aspects of it feel like if I've never aspects like it feel like if I've only ever played first-person shooters, and then for the first time ever I'm jumping into playing like a puzzle game. Like that's what it feels like to me. Even though I've played 24 other RPGs and JRPGs, but there's things about it that made me kind of go, I'm clueless on certain things. But a lot of the like enemy designs are really cool.
Yeah. No Persona for you.
Holy crap, Cheerleading.
Atlas says, no Persona for you, Phil.
The problem is none of that is for the user, and none of that is for the gameplay, and none of
But
that
yeah,
is for anything but to make Twitch.
Fuck, I gotta mute it again. Okay, but yeah, I totally agree. Most of the Persona's early game, look pretty cool, and then once you get to late game Personas, they look super fucking cool.
MojoSD did a 501-bit cheer, and he's
by the way,
cheerleader for the stream.
He's a cheerleader.
And now he's the cheerleader for the stream with 701 bits. How the deepest did they
Like some of the coolest ones in here, like, oh my fucking god, mute again. Some of the coolest ones in here are like Anubis, again Sataniel, Michael, Izanagi, stuff like that.
See you later. Here we go.
Right. You are at like 129, 11, 12, right?
Isn't that fucking annoying?
Okay, just wanted to double check.
That's really fucking annoying, right? But that seems to only be the way to be profitable on Twitch. Literally, Twitch has become a website of e-beggars. People who just sit there, and instead of caring about what they're doing on Twitch, like a quality playthrough or a quality gameplay stream, it's about bullshitting for 5 minutes, then, time to thank everyone who became a paid subscriber. Let's play sound.
Like, I'm actually going to post some pictures in the Hangouts real quick of some of the Personas that I have late game in P4.
That's all it's become. I'm not like that. You guys know me. You guys know I've been around since...
I'll try and make it look as good as I can.
Right?
Since I am taking pictures of my Vita.
And I'm not going to change the quality of my content because that's how you make money on Twitch. A lot of people told me, abandon YouTube and just go to Twitch and do what everyone else does and just shill. No, because that's not me. I'm not here to sell products to you. I'm here to give you quality gameplay content.
I'm not here to be a shill.
I make a living.
So I'm here to be chill, which means give me fucking money, retards.
Advertisements on Twitch TV.
I'm gonna stare directly into the camera until you give me money.
They all just want you to beg for money from people.
And make disturbing rape faces.
Buy this piece of shit. Buy this stupid fucking t-shirt.
Alright, so I posted some pictures in the Hangouts of like the late game personas that I got in Persona 4.
Whoa, Mojo SD just did a 2001-bit cheer, and Mojo SD has become the cheerleader for the stream. Holy shit. Howl in the Deep just did a 3,000-bit cheer. This is out of control. Did it appear above me? I don't even know if the cheer thing appeared because I was reading. Oh my god. How the hell do I bring up the map to see? I have no idea how to bring up the map to check it. I really don't. I want to bring up the map and see where I need to go, and I have no idea. Oh, here we go, R1.
And what's great about some of these personas is when they like nullify or repel stuff. Like, one of them is only a level 56 in comparison to my other ones that are like in the 70s, but he nullifies both fire and ice attacks.
First attack when that was stupid. That didn't make any sense.
Oh yeah.
You shouldn't have got first attack.
And some of them drain, so they're like healed by it. And then one of them has no weaknesses to anything and repels lightning.
Don't joke around. He hated that. Great. Well, I mean, I can't catch this one at all.
Well,
I'm never going to catch this guy. I can't catch him. Yes, Akio Artorias did a 10-bit cheer to remind me. He said, timid means be kind, upbeat means jokes, irritable means be serious, and gloomy means vague. But it didn't help me there at all. Not at all. Alright, she's irritable, which means I'm supposed to be serious. Okay. Dude, this is ridiculous. How am I supposed to know? I'm supposed to be serious, right? What the fuck am I supposed to say to her right now? An expensive fresh restaurant.
I'm just gonna go read a fucking book if this is all it's gonna be.
It's not gonna be the whole entire thing. Just 90%.
Well, she didn't like the French restaurant,
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna recruit her now. Your dream's too big.
I mean, what I could, I mean, like something that I guess like could have done is if I wanted to or decided to is to take the time and effort to go through the videos, edit out like the nonsense where it's just where like edit out like the high majority of all these negotiation fails, and then just kind of be like, oh well, here's the fighting stuff, here's the story bits of him saying something or doing something stupid or whatever, and then pretty much leave it at that. Honestly, probably the entirety of the video would probably only be like maybe like 2 to 2.5 hours. And I'm probably talking about, well, maybe a little bit longer, but yeah, but I'm also talking about too, like this would be like the entirety of like the game from beginning to end, and then like that's the thing that we would endorse, and that it would cut out almost all of these negotiation failures.
Blatant cheating.
Yeah.
If I pick him, he'll just absorb it. Yeah. All right.
Because that way too, then it would actually show then it would actually show the entirety of the game, rather than the points where it's gonna stop here when he got his copyright strike from supposedly Atlas for him I don't know, shitting on the game or something.
Dude, I don't know kanji. Are you kidding? I'm sorry, I'm cheating. That's not fair. There's no way I would know about kanji.
I wish This Is How You Don't Play would have included a picture of kanji from Persona 4 as he said that.
I don't know kanji. What's kanji?
No screenshot for you. Dude, it seriously sucks that this guy has no weakness. This is such bullshit.
No weakness for you.
Get the fuck out of here. Rising Slash! Oh, I missed! Are you kidding me? That's garbage.
No attack for you.
I missed? It missed twice. Are you serious?
Now to that
exactly.
Now to that comment's credit, at the time I didn't have really any money, so I went into Palace 1, 2, and 3 with, first of all, having bought in no items from Takami's shop, as well as basically whatever items I had from previous enemy drops, and probably so far, like the third palace was probably the hardest, just because it was really long, and I went into it's surprisingly long, and I did the entire thing in one day with I think only using items. I think only using like 4 or 5 items, and I used almost all my items at that point. But that was before I had like money.
Probably about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I just lost right
I
there.
think I'm trying to think of which one's the hardest dungeon. I'd say that yeah, this dungeon is like, I don't know if I want to say a difficulty spike, but it's significantly more difficult than the other couple ones. But I still think that the hardest one, and this is, you know, kind of no shit, but I still think that the hardest one is the final dungeon for the true ending, because they effectively made that one really hard. Like, in Persona 4, the final dungeon for the true ending wasn't all that difficult, but for here, it's difficult as fuck. Like, you have 10 levels of mementos to go through with a bunch of really difficult enemies. Then you have Klipoth to go through, which has, you know, the hardest enemies in the game, and 4 really difficult bosses before you face the extremely long Yaldabaoth.
He really has no weakness.
And at least with the, although I will say this, at least with Persona 4, after any floor you could just use the Go-Ho-M and escape and then save and then go back to the floor you were at. But in Persona 5 you have to go through all 10 floors of mementos before, well, actually no, I think you go through 5 before you get a chance to save, but still significantly more.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
I think you were actually there when I was going through it, and I was like so stressed out. I was like, oh my god, am I gonna get a save point?
I keep getting fucking kills. Here we are again.
I feel like you were there
And it's
when I
all
did that,
RNG. It's all
but I'm not
backwards.
sure.
The game just randomly does
Or at
shit
least
that
some.
doesn't
I know you were there for some part of it.
Yeah,
Like,
I
find
may
out
have been
this
there
next
for
fucking
some
weakness. I
part.
haven't figured it out yet. It's not
Yeah.
lightning, ice, nuclear, or fire. So what the fuck is it? It's strike curse.
Game theory, Phil. Not all enemies have weaknesses. As I just said, like I have one persona and Persona. Yeah, DSP resisted curse too. Oh no, curse resisted him.
But they loved his content. They told him that, Phil, we love your content. We know everything about you, about your 10-year legacy. Yeah, okay.
He got casted. He got curse casted on him and it missed.
This is insane.
He resists it.
I just yelled out psychic. Oh, great. Well, I don't have anyone with psychic, I don't think.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
he has
fuck, I
also
forgot what I was
used it
saying.
as psychic.
That I was there during the
Yeah.
10 mementos. The
And I know you
requirement
said
for
something,
save point.
and then I said something.
Alright, but now I know it's psychic. I'll have to do it next fight. Fuck this,
I think
man.
I
I'm tired of
think
dying.
I just said that like that I feel like I was there for part of it.
Alright, we get to do this yet again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you were saying something, and then curse got brought up.
My ass is
Yeah.
whooped.
God damn it, curse.
God damn it.
Hello, always
But this part was really satisfying when you finally got everything all lined up with the safe, and then you could leave and you'd be like, oh yes, I got so much done today. Like, that's one of the best parts about Persona 5 is when you leave the dungeon, and then you see, like, all those things pop up that you've done, and you're like, yes, I did so much today.
Oh, great. Only 3 of us. Oh, critical hit. Instant death.
Joker's losing his cool.
Oh yeah, because your defense is decreased when you're enraged.
Miss. Okay.
Also, those ninja enemies, they're one of my favorite personas. Just, like, from their appearance.
Oh, good thing I stopped. Holy shit. That would have been real bad. Oh, come on. I got robbed right there.
Well, it's not like you don't already have a ridiculous, like, ridiculously high alert percentage for every dungeon in the whole game.
You do better than that.
Like, I always crafted those items that basically decrease the, wanted level in a dungeon, but I never needed to use them.
Wow. Wow.
Like smoke grenades and whatnot, but I never needed to use them.
Miss! Miss!
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think that's at the point that I'm at. At the point that I'm at, I only have. I think I only have lockpicks and whatever the other thing is, whatever the next the next thing you can craft. I think those are the only things that I have unlocked at this point.
Yeah.
I apologize, guys, that I can't keep.
So I really don't.
Also, I just bought Octopath Traveler today.
I see.
Oh, yeah.
People, like Flair and Monster
Yeah,
Hunter saying
that
you
just
get
randomly
guard,
came up
right?
because the
Yeah, that's
gameplay
true,
is
but guard,
kind
I
of
can't use
similar,
Psychic. So what would be the
like with
point of
weaknesses
switching
and all
over
that.
to a persona to use Psychic if I can't use it because I have to guard?
It's pretty good so far.
After this several hours of gameplay, it's gonna have to go on hold.
The only thing I don't like is because since it's 8 different stories, when you encounter a new character, it kind of throws you off of your story. Like, I'm playing as this thief, basically, and his whole thing is he got caught stealing. Now, in order to basically get rid of this thing that they put on him, he has to steal something for them from other thieves. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I'll go to this place. Oh, I encounter a new character. Oh, they have their own story thing going on. Oh, now I have to do their story thing if I want them to join my party. Okay, well, I kind of wanted to do the thief story, but alright, I guess I can't do that right now. But, you know, aside from that, it is pretty cool.
This is weird.
Go to a save room, Loho.
Typically, if I use the map,
Yeah.
they let me leave, but now they're not letting me.
No, you don't leave from using the map. You have to be in a safe room.
Why can't I leave? Usually I'm able to fast travel, but they're not allowing me to fast travel for some reason. It's only
Safe
room. I didn't even know
room.
that. Dude, I
Fast
seriously had no idea
travel.
you had to be in a safe room to fast travel. I thought you could do it from anywhere in the dungeon. I did. Well,
Fast
I'm still
travel.
learning. It's the first time I ever knew that.
That's the third dungeon, third palace, and just learning that you can fast travel. That you have to be in the safe room to fast travel.
Exploits during the Battle of
Doi.
Britain.
Yeah.
But do you know what Chinese dish Zhu Liang is credited for inventing? Mapo-tofu, jiaozu, the beef bowl
Cow
special,
cow?
or baozi. I'll tell you it's not the beef bowl special.
Cow cow.
I have
Yahoo
no idea
you
what
want.
the are, and
Yahoo
it's
dun.
shit. I'm just going to cheat. It's
Yeah,
baozi,
okay.
baby.
Yeah.
Yay, I cheated. Yay.
That's the only one that sounds Chinese.
I have a question to ask you. Is that okay?
Can you suck your own
Up
dick?
until now, I've been the quintessential honor.
Okay.
Let's play
The
claw game. If you don't get
fucking
an item,
hate
you
his
can take off
goat
his
laugh.
clothing.
Goat laugh and snake laugh. He doesn't even do these laughs anymore. He just does either goat laugh or snake laugh. You know, his the or those are the only laughs he does. He doesn't genuinely laugh like this. Feels kind of like a genuine laugh for the most part. Well, for Phil, but then literally from like the end of I would say from like the middle of 2018 to now, it's been nothing but a funny thing happened. Duh. Like wow, so that's great quality laugh right there. That won't get annoying or memed out.
Yeah.
Alright,
Hideouts.
hold on. Augustus named a month after himself, just like Julius. I got it right.
How is that sentence
Why couldn't I
hard?
read it? However, he felt like he would be losing if his month was shorter than Julius's, so he added a day. It's a mystery.
Also, I just wanted to say this. Tai Takumi straight up looks like a porn doctor.
He wanted the longer month, just like men want a longer dick.
Like, she's got those BDSM mistress shoes.
God damn it.
I feel like that was kind of the point, though. So that's cool.
So that was the thing.
I want her to step on me.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard the true inner thoughts of Kid Fox.
Yeah. I want her to do lots of, like, violent, degrading stuff to me.
Oh my god.
Her and Makoto in her biker uniform. Not the schoolgirl uniform. It's not as exciting that way.
It's too normal.
Yeah, it's too normy.
Fucking normie.
Also, I haven't told the YouTube people. I actually met Makoto's voice actress, and she's really cool. She had a
Right,
surprisingly big line at a convention. So now I have autism. Oh fucking goddamn it! No, I don't. No, I don't.
Can't play
Jesus Christ. Now I have Morgana's voice actress and Makoto's voice actress's autographs on my Persona 5 case. I don't have autism.
That was too perfectly timed up.
No, block that.
Oh my god.
According to Atlas. Okay, dumbass Kun. What's the traditional food of Tanabata? Oh my god. I don't even know what those are. Sumin, Shirasi.
You don't know what bamboo is?
I literally have no idea what any of those are.
You heard it here. He doesn't know what bamboo is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somen.
Well, bamboo's the one with 0%.
There you go. Sadly, folks, I can't play the game anymore right now because Atlas will not allow me to. All right, now some people supposedly
I like how the first thing that I saw when he said I can't play the game anymore is Goro Akechi's like extremely happy face. Like thank fucking God.
Channel gets shut down. I can't pay my bills. All right, so I cannot.
My YouTube channel gets shut down. I can't pay my bills.
And what I'll do is I'll play it by ear. If Atlas
I can't pay my bills.
You can play now. I will.
I need it. I need that money for my bills and my cat.
And I'll see what happens. Maybe 1 to 2
Spelled.
Oh, well, the cat. The cut wasn't here yet.
True. But now that's what he says every single time. It's just like, if I don't pay my bills, I may have to sell my house, and then Cat will leave me.
Like, I thought you were about to say I have to sell my cat. He has to sell her.
I had to sell Cat. I had to sell Cat to the black market, just to pay my house.
Yeah, the black market. LTG's the only customer.
Yo, you want some of this BBC?
Fucking scrubs.
By the way, I see a few people
Wait,
say that
you
Yo,
think
what's
that
your favorite Street Fighter character? I like Cammy. This girl is garbage.
you think that Cammy was good? Get that ass banned.
spoiling the ending segments of the first 3 palaces. Fuck you. Idiots. Don't capture video from major boss fights. Are you retarded? They're so dumb. They're so dumb. No, don't show any boss fights. Okay, I'll just stop capturing. I'll stop streaming. Get the fuck out of here. It's legitimate gameplay. No, I'm not going to cut out boss fights.
It's legitimate gameplay.
Ridiculous. I mean, it's a fucking legitimate.
I think I'm having a boss fight against the aspect ratio right now.
Cut out this. Get the fuck out of here. How about this? If you have a game and you don't want anyone to see it, don't fucking make the game. Don't make games. Go do something else.
What?
This is some fucking dumb executive at Atlas, obviously.
So because whatever. I don't want to defend them, but because they don't want people to get spoiled by something, they shouldn't make it. Okay, that looks like Rambo. Legit, that looks like Rambo's face.
It does. Oh yeah,
that looks like garbage.
The light. It's the stupid light on his head.
It looks like Morgana's wearing a mask.
Oh, wait, here comes my favorite one. I think it's coming up.
Oh, it's the broken hand one, yeah.
The broken hand JoJo one. This one! What is that?
Yeah.
It's literally from JoJo.
I'm trying to do that with my hand.
You can't. You would snap your wrist.
I can't, I really...
Yeah, it's impossible.
It's
from fucking JoJo. Like, at least I think Popsitolo made that one, or someone of his main, like, 10 followers made that JoJo one. Like, seriously, you can't just design it to the character to look. You can't just design him to look like a Persona 5 character. No, you have to design it literally from a completely different anime. Like, wow, good job. You might as well make him look like Ash from Pokemon, and it would make as much sense.
Of logic in the reasoning.
I hate that picture so much. Like, it's not even the art style that bugs me. It's the fucking left hand that's above his head snapping in half. That bothers me. Just from a design standpoint, that makes no sense.
That's not good.
Yeah, and I fucking hate the light one. It's like he saw Pandally menstruating or something, so he wanted to dive into her clit to see if there's a Bloodborne boss inside of her.
Oh, the Bloodstarved Beast!
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Just imagine all of Phil going inside of her. 100%.
They don't understand the application of culture or anything.
Dude, I love Street Smart, like he's from fucking Boys in the Hood.
The release of the game is completely
Yo, we gotta. Yeah, these guys over here, these motherfuckers over here, they're book smart. They're not street smart.
There's no way
They don't live in the real hood.
Either they don't know, don't show, or don't care about what's going on in the hood.
Then you did intend to be threatening. You're threatening
DSP
right
thinks he's
now.
like fucking Ice Cube.
I'm not intending to be threatening, but I'm just
Great editing. Hold up.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Oh.
I can't that in one paragraph you threaten me, and then in a paragraph you apologize for threatening. Okay, so go ahead. You write those
Okay.
posts, Atlas, and I'll call you out every time and make you look stupid because I can't believe how dumb you think we are that we're gonna take it like a threat. Oh, we're not threatening you. We're sorry. Well, here's the threat right above, 2 lines above.
I would have loved if, and you know, this might be asking a little much because the editing was already great, but I wanted to see like every single time he took a sip, it like restored his health. That would have been great.
That would.
Either that or every single time he read out something negative, it would have had the weakness thing.
November 19th. So now I can actually play this game on and off and balance it with all the other games that I'm playing and I have to worry about getting shut down, which is good, okay? What is the common trait of almost all shaved ice syrups at the market? They have the same flavor, they have painkillers, the color
They're all
comes from
good.
insects. I think the answer is the coloring comes
They have
from
the same
insects.
flavor.
But, let's pull.
No,
Whoa!
they had the same
They
flavor.
have the same flavor? I never would have known that. Well, I'm cheating. Screw it.
Yeah.
I don't care. Nice, got the
Well,
trophy.
I'm cheating, so I don't
Sage.
care.
That's why they barely taste different unless you get the Coke flavored one.
Atlas
Not
says,
cocaine, but
yes,
like
you can keep
Coca-Cola.
streaming and doing a Let's Play till November
Thank you for clearing that up. I would have
Yeah.
thought that it was actual
They're trying to
cocaine.
take a screenshot during it.
I wish I would have had the. Yeah, you'd have to go to Miami for that, or Colombia.
Oh well, I guess I have my next field trip.
You haven't been completely
Yeah.
confused by city life yet, so here's the
I love how he always has to look over at stream chat when he does that. Like, oh, let's see how many people like it when I'm edgy.
Oh, fuck.
Or when he holds up a number and he has to look at the stream to make sure, okay, I'm holding up the right number, right?
It's probably either be Luminarine or Berberine. Now, I need maximum knowledge, so I have to answer this correctly. The game says it's Luciferine, the one I wrote. Oh my god, the one I eliminated.
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I don't have any other choice. I don't have any special powers like you guys. Heck, nobody even pays attention to me. In the end, that's why I need you guys.
I liked the Mishima side stuff. A lot of people didn't like him, but I found his, like, side stuff interesting.
Doesn't this sound a lot like my haters?
My
You know what I'm
haters.
saying? They need me to make a name for themselves because they can't do anything on their own and get any any attention or notoriety on their own.
Oh, that sounds like some of Julius
I'm just
Cruz.
saying.
Not me, though.
So there you go, the face of my haters. There he is right there. Mishima is the face of the haters. I need to be famous. It's true. They're all trying to basically spin my shit.
I mean, I got more views. Fucking muting this shit again. God damn it. I mean, I already got more views on a voice acting fan dub video that I did just for the fuck of it, like a minute-long video. I got more views on that than he's gotten on any of his garbage fucking trash content in years. And guess how many dislikes it has? Fucking 0. So how's that shit, Phil? 100% like my own created shit.
Old school trick. A nice salty, greasy dick. You're such a good friend. By the way, what was that?
Greasy
that
dick.
weird rock
Ew.
that was poking out of the popcorn?
Yeah,
I was
Italian.
touching it. And then all of a sudden,
All I
halfway
can
through the movie,
taste is the
popcorn got, like, a double dose
saltiness.
of butter. How did that happen?
Oh.
Oh, it's terrible. That's absolutely fucking terrible. All right, let's skip all this. Oh. That was terrible. I apologize wholeheartedly, folks. That was terrible, terrible, terrible.
Terrible, 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 terrible.
Ugh. Tomorrow's the fight.
Tomorrow's a thing.
See, he doesn't laugh. That's the crazy thing. He doesn't laugh like this anymore. Like it's amazing that this was like, you know, whatever. This was what, like back in like, I think maybe like end of 2017 or something, or like the middle of 2017 or something like that. But like it's kind of shocking that like again at points, even though he's not funny, he at least looks like he's having fun. But nowadays it's sad. Like it's amazing, just like a year and a half or so difference, and he just looks like a sad puppet.
Oh, here it is. It's in another freaking.
He's a sad shell of his former self, which his former self wasn't that much better, but it's still a huge difference.
Mm-hmm. He's snapping? No, he's shitting. Even boss would have woken up. And how many times we've rung this doorbell? It's so annoying. He probably just sat down to take a big shit. He literally just put his ass cheeks to the fucking sink, and he just pushed one out, and then immediately the doorbell rings. I hate that shit. Poor fucking Sajiro's on the toilet. He's like, oh, come on, leave me alone. I just gotta finish. Come on. Get out here. No way, stop ringing the doorbell.
I'm gonna kill myself if I hear that sound effect one more time.
This is kind of old, ain't he?
He's dead. He died on the toilet.
I'm a bit worried.
Like Elvis.
Go in and check on him?
Died on the
Like
toilet
Elvis, I fucking knew it.
That's gotta be a way to go. You're taking a massive shit, and then you die on the toilet.
Elvis dying on the toilet hasn't been funny since like elementary school. I honestly even forgot. I was just like, oh yeah, Elvis is dead.
Yeah, baby.
Who is it?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's his hand.
Oh!
His hand is on a really weird place on his body.
I stole all your shit, old man. I'm banging this girl in your hallway.
Wait, are you two dating?
Yes, why do you think she's down here in my nether regions? She was getting a nice big hearty helping of my sashimi. She was giving a hootie to my blowfish.
We purchased some sushi, but
Her mother was a bit of
If your dick looks like a blowfish, you should honestly probably just put yourself out of your misery. There's no reason why you should have a sphere-shaped dick. With spikes.
Whoa. That's fucked up.
And it's poisonous, too. Wait, so it's fucked up when his wife committed suicide, but when Shiho tried to commit suicide, we're making Jeff Hardy references.
Oh my god.
Bells just right into the mic.
Oh my god, excuse me.
Fuck.
He can't say excuse me when he does it right into the mic.
He can't do three things. He can't say excuse me after he does it. He can't turn away from the mic, and he can't mute the mic. He has to lean perfectly in. Oh, I know my fans are gonna love this. Oh,
Yeah.
Give me money, please.
It's not xenophobia. Xenophobia is if you're afraid of other culture.
No, it's definitely not
There's
xenophobia.
a word for this. There's a word for this.
Asocial?
Taba needs is a safe place where no
Asocial?
somewhere she can be at ease.
Oh god, she needs to save.
How does he not? I swear to God, if he says antisocial.
SJW kids. Safe space.
That's why I won't
Don't
do
trigger
anything
her.
she doesn't
No,
want. Don't make her do
she's
anything.
asocial.
That's right. Don't trigger her. Trigger warning.
I'm gonna head back.
Your chat has a trigger warning.
awful.
It's if anybody says anything that's not sucking your dick.
Bust into his house again.
Yeah.
Then your chat autistically screeches and goes, "Ree, Phil, do something. There's someone saying nasty things in chat."
They isolate themselves in their
Ree.
quarters for prolonged periods
Or
of
if somebody even
years
says a
that they have
politician's
no break.
name.
Whoa. It's a weird situation going over in Japan. However, you gotta think that the thing is becoming more common, especially as the internet becomes more common, because even though you're not physically in contact with people, you could still have full social interaction over the internet. You could talk with people, news, social media, shit. You could order your food and have it delivered, right? You could do everything on the internet now. So really, there is no necessary need for physical social interaction with these kind of people now, so kind of makes sense. Oh, come on, man. SSJ Ram just did a 43-bit cheer, so why do Japanese girls have small tits? Dude, get your head out of the gutter. What is wrong with you? It's probably because they don't.
How dare you?
Why do American males have small dicks?
Alright, so they're irritable. Fuck, and I don't remember what the associations are of the different.
I can go on Pornhub right now. I just look up
They're irritable, it probably means
big
that I
tit
need to get
Japanese
serious
girls.
with them, or maybe in,
If you
I'm
d-
gonna post the pictures
I don't know.
on like a kid's
I'm
site.
gonna talk to them.
Yeah, exactly. And if you do, and if you do, best girl Hitomi
I have
Tanaka,
nothing for you.
Yeah.
best Asian porn star waifu,
Give me an item
huge
instead.
waifu
Fuck.
material.
I'm just gonna look up Japanese face sitting because that's what I look up anyway.
Oh, I didn't get him. Fuck.
Now everybody knows my porn. There you go. I can give people links to my favorite videos if y'all want.
Irritable was serious. I was serious there, and I still.
There you
didn't
go.
get him.
She's pretty thick. Oh yeah, she's pretty thick
Oh my
too.
God. You got a trophy.
No, she's
Aggressive
kinda-
surgery.
she's
Congrats
kind
on
of
fighting so much
flat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah,
She's
like
pretty
How
thick.
dare you try to
yeah,
take a
it-
screenshot.
yeah, like if you want if you want thick, I
I
mean,
love it.
yeah, it's like Hitomi,
Okay, she's
just
timid.
like
Ah, crap, I
quality.
don't remember what the dialogues are. Timid is
Yeah.
probably gotta be nice to her.
And the best part about it too, at least for best part about it too, 100% natural. There is no nothing modified with that.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Wow, he knows light and he knows dark, so probably he's.
I like the Well, there is one Japanese girl, like one non-porn Japanese girl that I can think of, the actress from the movie Machine Girl. I need to try and remember her name.
Try win. Nope, not win. Fuck. Oh great.
Why is it bringing up dead or alive pictures? What the fuck?
This is weakness. I've used every element, man. Nice double kill. Run! Later, Derek's taking
Yu
off.
Itsuki has some nice legs, but she doesn't have big tits.
Wow.
But I don't mind. I don't really care too much for tits. I just like ass and legs.
Alright, at least I got to hit this one.
I'm trying to remember her name, the main character. Okay, if this is the main character,
Level keeps going up.
I'm not even sure.
we have
Fucking
no idea,
IMDb
look.
doesn't even have pictures for most
The
of
only
these.
thing I didn't try was
Oh yeah, and I
psychic.
forgot there was a
Try
character in the
psychic.
movie with power drills for tits.
That wasn't it either. This guy has no weakness.
Yeah.
Wow. Instant kill. What an asshole.
That's some literal anime bullshit.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
It's only monstrous.
Actually, it wasn't even just like power drills. It was like full-on, like
Everyone tells me
tunnel
that
drill
sucks.
tits.
Miss.
Everyone in that movie is a fucking
Block flight.
insane person.
Oh.
Like seriously, there is not a sane individual in that whole movie.
Damn it.
I gotta show some of it to you
Dead.
sometime.
Oh my
It's
God,
great.
What the hell is going on? This is the longest I've ever heard this music play.
Honestly, we could probably get away with doing like a let's enjoy,
Grab it,
let's
Jim.
enjoy or something,
Oh, great.
because the whole movie's been on YouTube for years.
It's the kill, you
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
piece of shit.
I hate how with all these cuts, it always cuts in when it says you'll never see it coming, and it's always him getting hit right as soon as it says that.
Bullshit. Jackson Hero did a 10-bit cheer. He says, remember that you can actually swap party members during a fight now. Yeah, that's true. I am aware of that, but this guy has no weakness, so it wouldn't help anyway.
That's true, but I'm not gonna do it. So fuck you, and thanks for the money.
Yeah, I know you can do it, but your mom gay.
Whoa, whoa! Oh shit!
Yeah.
I can't get it. What the hell?
Oh my
Get it.
god.
It wouldn't let me do it.
Yep.
That sucks.
Those things were so hard to kill sometimes too,
What the hell?
but they were always really rewarding when you do.
That was weird. That didn't look
Oh, at least he
right.
got a neutral battle.
So the only thing I haven't tried
Oh,
is curse.
fuck,
I get the
Anubis.
feeling he's gonna absorb curse. I'll try it though, just for the hell of it, to make sure I exhausted all of my options. Block,
Miss.
I knew it. So he has no weakness.
Block. Yeah. Yeah, that's the irritating thing about Anubis. He's really strong and he has no weakness.
Damn.
It's like, it's funny that, of course he wouldn't know this because he's not cultured, but it's funny that he would think Anubis, the Egyptian god of death, would maybe be, even just a maybe, be weak to the curse magic.
How in the holy hell is that
Or even be hurt,
god of death.
or just be hurt by it. But it's like, no, there actually is some, you know, some logic in there.
Yeah.
It's like, there's this giant fire dog. Well, the only ability I haven't checked yet is fire. I wonder what will happen.
This is fucking horse shit.
Yeah.
Horse shit diddly dick.
And then of course there'll be that one time where the obvious element is oddly enough its weakness.
Yeah.
Just to screw you up.
Oh fuck, I think Recarm was reviving a party member with either 50% health or full health.
How do you use the cards? Anyone know?
So yeah, he might want that. Oh, see, she's thick. She's got nice legs.
Cards don't show up in my inventory.
And I would assume she's Japanese.
Oh, there's a different section people would say?
I love that you're looking at pictures and I'm just sitting over here just like,
Oh no, I was looking at the persona.
oh, the persona. Okay, I literally must have looked away for a second.
Yeah.
Of course.
Never see a child.
Oh my god, that was perfect. That was absolutely perfect.
Medium chance. No. So far it's been 100% chance of insta-kill whenever he fucking uses it.
Because you have shit hit evasion rates.
100% chance of insta-kill. It's worked every fucking time he's done it, despite it's supposed to be random chance. He gets it every time.
No, it's medium chance, and medium chance is actually pretty good. I have a skill called Poisma in Persona Q, which is a medium chance of inflicting poison, and so far, out of the dozens of times I've used it, I think I've only missed once.
Fucking bullshit. This is
So
fucking
it works both
bullshit.
ways.
Wow, narrowly survived.
Plus, I always focus on a good hit evasion rate, so that's also why.
Miss, of course.
I'm just sad that he doesn't realize that the best party is on Makoto and
Of course he
Yusuke.
gets to attack. Fuck you. Of course.
Because when you have On and Makoto, you have two characters whose personas are focused around healing. So late in the game, when you get oh fuck, how do you say this? Midiaramahan on both of them, which is fully restoring the party's HP, it's really difficult to die, so long as you keep their SP up.
It was 01100.
I love how I love with this puzzle. He literally flips it all. He gets all of it. He gets all of it wrong because he flips the entire puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I fucked it up. I think this is wrong. I'm doing it backward. I think I'm doing it backward. Yeah, look, cause here's the red. So this should be 10011. Oh wait, I think that's right. I was right. So it's always the second two number, or the second two in the sequence. For red they have to be on, for blue they have to be off. So I got it right. I've got it right. No! What? What? That's bullshit. Look.
It's Resident Evil. It's the Resident Evil 2 puzzle all over again. He can't count.
And then blue.
Yeah.
01100. I did it right. That's bullshit. I did it correctly. So that means that something's wrong. One of them is flipped.
So he thinks that O means on and 1 means off?
Red
I have
right
no
now is
idea.
10011. And blue is 01100. So let's go double check again.
Red 01100.
I flipped it.
Okay, he died.
I flipped
Oh no, he
it by
revived himself.
accident. God damn it. God
I
damn
hate
my
it when he does
dyslexia.
that.
Flip
The
it.
fucking lean back for like
God.
40
I
minutes.
think we're done in here now. We can go back, right? A path of balls. Oh no, it's collapsed. The boulders are stuck. We can't get out. It's impossible to pass through this way. We have to find another path. Fuck.
It's
Where? I don't know what to do. It's a dead end. Shit, what do I do?
Oh my god, I hate the fast motion music.
All these areas. I have no idea where to go now.
I don't think I've seen him use his vision yet.
What do I do? How do I check the map? I don't even know. It's all blocked. There's no way to go, according to this. I have no idea. Maybe I have to fast travel? I can't. They won't let me. Wait.
L1, press L1, press L1, you stupid bitch. There you go.
Oh my god, this asshole. Double miss! Wow. Very fair. Oh, I told you, just in case he attacks, he got some fucking attacks. That's horse shit. So I guess we're done here? Yeah, we looped. That's all you could do.
Yeah, like, it's really shocking the amount of misses that he has. Like for the only items that I actually have on my characters are nothing that I've bought. It's all stuff that I've gotten out of chests from from winning. Well then again, I don't even think you get. No, you don't even get weapons from winning battles. But it's literally been all things from just opening up the chests in palaces. That like it's literally that's all the stuff that I have equipped to my characters, and like I rarely miss.
I gotta go all the way back to the main hall and hope the door open. Maybe it'll lead
Yeah.
It's really shocking the number of times it happens to him.
Alright, well, I guess we gotta go back. Ah, crap. The Trojan and someone else both said that apparently I missed a hole. Really? Yeah, apparently I missed a fucking hole I was supposed to see. God damn it. Where's the hole? It's not here. There's no hole.
Where's the hole?
And
I can't see it.
This fucking asshole's after me and won't leave. Where's the hole?
Oh man.
There's no hole. There's no hole anywhere. I the hole. I don't know.
I feel like that was the purpose for that being in this video. It's just because he kept on saying, "Where's the hole? I can't see it."
Going in all the way. Full penetration of the hole. All right, here we go. Nice. Who could that be at this hour? If you'd like, we could spend some time together. Yusuke's coming tomorrow, huh? Might be nice to hang out with him. I'm going to bed. Huh? Who could that be at this hour? I'm gonna hang out at your place tomorrow. What? Dude, what is this? We have a dungeon to clear, but everyone wants to hang out with me. Look, if I'm at the hideout, I can't move out whenever. I'll bring manga so you don't have to worry about me. What the hell? Now Ryuji's coming over. What is happening? Back to back? Are you serious? Back to back. Well, is it over now? Can I finally not have a day? Wait a minute! No! Are you kidding me? Who is it? Oh my god, it's Mishima. I got some intel that some weirdo's been showing up at the planetarium. Oh my god. Well, I don't have the planetarium, so I should do it because that'll give me a new location. Good god. More friend stuff. Non-stop friendship. It's all about the friendship, baby. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be counting on you. Whoa! What the hell? So I guess the case is closed. What the hell was that? A million fucking notes flew out of their bodies. They're sitting there like, what? Notes? What? Is this really what the news is in Japan? All this stupid shit? So this group of phantom thieves...
Is the recording still going?
Yeah, yeah, it's still going.
Shooting. Taxes
Okay,
are
good.
up.
What time are you at?
Did this. No, the news is... The phantom thieves, a rogue group of people
2:14, 56, 57, 58, 59, 2:15.
What?
Okay.
Alright, anyway.
What
now? I give her
now?
a gift? Ah, fuck. What do I give her?
More
I'll give her
friends.
some flowers. Flower basket. Is this for me? I wish I could have got something more. Oh, just kidding. She didn't impress her. Wow, you got her flowers?
Oh, I wanted to see the decline meme.
What a bitch.
Decline
Oh,
offer.
are you kidding me? What the
No, I didn't
I forgot
want
that was a meme we did too.
Yeah. No, I didn't want to accept. No.
Oh my god. Yes, fine. Oh my god, we have a week of hanging out with everyone.
Oh, you know, it's not like
Smoke-
Futaba's
smoke-
15 or anything.
Yeah. Baby, you want me to unleash the dragon?
It's not like that girl's 15, Mr. 35. I'm not gonna let that go. It's not like she's 15 or anything.
Oh, it's the good music.
But remember, he likes them young. Why else is it that he can only get women that are over 10 that are always 10 years younger than him, or yeah, that are 10 years or younger than him? Like why else is that?
Yeah.
I mean look at the past too. Like
We dance through the door.
it makes sense.
We dance through the door. We dance, baby, yeah.
Autistic boomer
down-
dance.
And Down syndrome Phil is so into it and trying to hide the fact
Oh, no, I went
that he
back
just
down.
basically said, yeah, I want to have sex with a child,
fucking went back
that
down.
he's
Go back up. Go back
muting,
up.
that he's doing his 1950s bullshit.
Oh, yeah, baby. Come on, come on, come on.
Was that the cat
I hope-
samurai?
Yeah, basically.
That's hilarious. I like that thing. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Beat them down, kick their ass. Yeah. Yeah, I can start dancing. Give me your monies. I didn't ask for this. I said give me your money.
That always weirded me out how a wind elemental character was weak to fire. The fuck?
How dare you?
I want him to knock over his mic doing that shit one day.
How dare you? Die, you bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
What is that dance? The look back and forth. Yeah, I remember that in the movie Grease. At the end of the movie, they're just looking back and forth. I remember Marty doing that at the school dance in Back to the Future. He just looks back and forth over and over again.
Yeah.
Give me your money.
Because he got it from Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson originated the look left to right.
I need money. Yes. Get out of here. Get the fuck. No, you can do better. Give him all money.
Okay, good. Now he's not happy anymore. Good, I'm happy.
Come on. Give me some money. That's never enough. Give me more. No, give me more money.
See,
bastard.
even when he's angry, he's laughing.
Insta kill.
Yeah.
Of course, always insta kills.
God damn it, chat! You ruined a
Insta kill.
a mentally ill man, but at least a mentally ill man who had fun. You took away what made him have his own fun. God damn it, cat! Fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Because the game's cheap as fuck.
You're sucking the life energy out of him.
That's what that is.
So here's the boss for Futaba's palace.
They
All right, this thing.
Do you know the story significance of this boss?
They talk to me.
If you don't, I won't spoil it.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't
Okay, good.
I don't really believe so. I don't really believe so. So
Yeah, because it's pretty dark. I don't want to spoil it.
okay, cool. Whenever I finally get around to going back to Persona 5, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, L2. Damien L. Maskers are saying L2. Number 87 to 304.
Oh, it's aught time again. Yep, aught time.
Oh, I can't switch a KO'd character. That sucks. Whoa. So Nolbert to 304-bit cheer, then Deep Drive to 305-bit cheer. So Deep Drive is the cheerleader now. Oh, Nolbert just did a 307-bit cheer and became the cheerleader for the stream. Thank you, Nolbert.
Yep.
Deep Drive did a 308-bit cheer and he's the leader. Holy crap. Some cheer wars here for the boss fight. Xeneon just did a 10-bit cheer, and he said Futaba's mom is a butter body MILF.
Oh, thank fuck.
1-bit cheer. What the? Here we go. Whoa! What the fuck?
and attack
What the
that
hell?
does the thing.
Tentacles? What the fuck?
Burn, burn, burn.
Oh, oh, shout out to Dover87 who did a 1004 bit cheer. He said tentacles.
Yeah, this boss fight theme is cool.
Red full screen. What's this? Everyone's afflicted with despair. And then a sphinx swipe. Ow. How do you cure despair?
Let's bring that.
And Cineon to the 10-bit cheer and said people are saying Makoto has the way to cure despair. You have to cure it. Hurry up. All right, let me see. This sucks. I can't.
I'm
cure
trying to
it.
remember
I
what
can't
this
cure
boss fight
despair.
music was called.
I have to hope that she doesn't kill us before the ballista goes off. Well, that's it for Morgana. All right. Yeah, heal her. Nicely done. Makoto succumbs. What? I just killed her and instantly killed her. Wow.
What?
That's horseshit. Okay then, right in the butt. They were sucked into Morgana's butt. Cineon did a 10-bit cheer. He says it's not the biggest cheer, then one of the most memorable ones. Cat Bus Goatsy.
Still alive?
Oh, Cat Bus Goatsy. Oh.
I'm just roasting my
Morgana's coming
friend.
to my anus.
I'm telling him to watch a
Hey,
video that I
everyone needs to
uploaded on the
speak their-
Spider-Man DLC because he's sucking absolute
God.
dick at it.
Oh, shit.
And he denied that a part could be beaten in one try, and then I sent him a video of me beating it in one try, and he's not watching it. And I was like, you need to watch my video. He's like, I'm good. And I'm like, Tristan, you're many things, but good is not one of them.
Yo,
I
that's
screwed my
some
headphones up
savage.
completely. I hit the stupid receiver now.
Yeah.
Now my volume is low. Something happened to my fucking headphones. Right? I screwed them up. Hold on a second. Oh my god. I screwed up my headphones. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. I can't get them to work properly. Man. Dude, it's all fucked up. What did I do? What the fuck?
Viking.
I screwed this up, man. My headphones are all screwed up. I completely screwed stuff up. Alright, I'm good now. What the hell? I hit it again. No, stop this. Stop.
No
There's me
comment.
fighting with my headphones. What the fuck? Stop it. I keep touching it by inadvertently. It's screwing all the settings up. Darth Vader Viking did a 56-bit cheer to Clown. That's right, I'm Clown. I'm like, Pennywise the Clown. We all float down here. Okay. That was
Her.
on. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, I like this girl.
Sexy technique. Oh, yes. Look at that. Chance to seduce the enemy during negotiation and steer the discussion. All right. I like the sexy techniques, yes. Thank you for shaking my hand. I'm never gonna wash it. What the fuck? What a weirdo.
Yeah, very,
Please
very
wash it,
funny.
especially
Yep.
if you touch your dick and wipe your
Yep,
ass with
it's
it.
very nice. Very,
Shout out to Viking.
very nice
Viking did a
commentary.
102-bit
It's,
cheer. He
makes,
says he who shoots with his
makes
father,
a lot of
hands with
funny
his eyes,
jokes,
sits with his
and
father when he shoots
it's
with his hand and whatever.
very cool. Very
He
good.
who
good.
wipes his ass with his
Good.
left hand and then eats with his right should have washed his hands beforehand. There you go. He who does not wash his hands after taking a number 2 will get sick. There you go. That's my mantra. He who both jerks off and shaves with the same hand should be careful to make sure the razor is not in the hand when he jerks off. There you go. I can make up my own proverbs for the stream. There you go. He who shaves and jerks off with the same hand should make sure he does not still have aftershave on the hand when he goes to whack off later. That would be a nasty surprise. Although some guys might like it. What is going on tonight on stream? I don't know. So I guess I should make the cat nap too, right? Oh. Don't you dare try to take a screenshot for that trophy. Atlas says, no. How dare you little naughty girls and boys. Man, I have to take a shit. Ah, crap, I shat my
I'm
pants.
trying to think of something to say.
Pants too. Now I gotta throw them out.
I don't
Oh,
know.
well. Oh, man, I just...
It's hard. It's
I just
Yeah.
it's just
Oh, now they're all stiff.
Oh my god, I hate everyone who asked me to do another Let's Endure. You all, I hate
Oh,
you.
excuse me. Where did that come
Even though this is totally my
I
idea.
just crapped my pants again. It's the second pair this
I don't
week.
give a fuck,
No,
it's
I have
everybody
one
else's
more pair of
fault.
pants. I can't even go outside my house if I shit my pants again. What's going on with my irritable bowel syndrome?
It's my turn to help out.
It's official. I've crapped my pants. It's over. I have no pants. I cannot go. I can't even go out.
The problem
to
is
go
his
buy more
delivery is
pants
awful
because I
for
crapped
the
all
most
of my
part.
pants.
He's
I
so
can't go out with no
stiff
pants
and
buy
awkward when he
pants.
tries
So
to.
now I'm gonna have to order pants
Oh.
online. But whenever you order pants online, you can't try them on. They always don't fit right. So for now on, I'm gonna have
Yes,
to
best
Okay.
girl. Best girl comes in and disrupts the entire video. Yes.
At least she had a personality. I'll say that much. She was really
Exactly.
obnoxious, but at least she had a personality.
Exactly, 110%. At least she had a personality. A lot of the times it was really shitty, but at least it was a personality, whether or not you liked her or didn't like her. Fucking Cat has no personality, so it makes it really
she
hard.
doesn't feel like
so
a human.
Exactly, it makes it really hard to like her if she has literally no personality, and every time she comes on camera, it's just I don't really wanna answer that.
Did you ever buy the vase?
Yeah.
It's okay. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's personal information.
If you buy a vase, I would
And
buy
she has a man's jaw.
It's a vase.
Yeah, it's
A
a
vase.
it's a
That falls
pretty
into the
thick
vase.
man jaw.
Yeah.
And a trophy, a true confidant. Remember what Atlas said. Don't take a screenshot.
Also, I don't know what he's talking about the Soviet Army. Russia hasn't been the Soviet Union since the early 90s.
Cheer for the communist Soviet army. Okay.
But no, because in Call of Duty they were the Soviets. That means they're the Soviets forever.
Ow.
Forever.
I feel like that's a meme from something. I can't remember it.
This is ridiculous. You have no
The only
help.
thing that I got it from was a
How ridiculous is
Botchamania
that shit?
video, and it's kind of a meme amongst like Botchamania and stuff.
I'm just gonna do Zyonga 'cause I don't wanna waste
Because I think it's like I think it's Terry Funk who's just randomly in a promo who's just like forever like something like that, and like it's kind of a meme.
I
like
remember
that.
what it was. It was from the first episode of the Code Geass Abridged, where Suzaku's like, "Hey, do you think we'll be friends forever?" And Lelouch's just like, "You're not even listening to me, are you?" And then Suzaku's just like, "Forever, forever, 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 forever," just over and over again.
No. Am I your boyfriend? No. Kaba didn't call me though. So
Also, speaking of anime, I'm not getting Jump Force anymore once I heard that Light and Ryuk weren't playable characters. I was like, okay, I don't care anymore.
Hang out with Futaba.
I thought they were playable
Is it
characters.
LeBlanc, maybe?
No, apparently they're just like, they just kind of appear. Like, the only playable characters that I care about
Let me.
are, Ichigo and I forget his name, but the redhead
Oh my
from
God, she's right
Bleach.
here. Never mind. She's standing right next to me. The
Is
funniest part is that, look,
that
they're not even
not
touching.
also
They're just
Ichigo?
Like,
No, there's like a guy with a red ponytail or something, and he has like a serrated
Oh.
blade.
People, oh, you're with a girl.
Oh, okay.
You're having some romantic feelings.
I
need to look up his name.
I think I know. I may know which one you're talking about, but yeah, I have no idea what his name is. I like with a lot of the more popular ones besides like
Renji.
Okay.
That was his name, Renji. Renji Ibarra. That was his name, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because with almost a lot of the other popular animes, I pretty much just know like the main character and that's it.
Yeah. And I have no idea why they didn't include like more shonens. Like they could have included Code Geass and had like mechs and whatnot. Like they could have had something where he could be like out of mech mode and in mech mode. They could have had Vash from Trigun. That's technically a shonen. They could have had fuck, what else? I'm trying to think of one that's like well known because I wouldn't include.
Maybe they're going to add it
Wolfsbane.
in, like maybe they're going to add it in later, or maybe they're still adding in characters.
Yeah, because it's like they only included characters from shonens that are like the most textbook definition of a shonen, and they're like 5 quintillion episodes long for the first season.
No one cares when the fucking thrift store.
So if you haven't been into them like since the 90s, it's impossible to get into it.
Apparently it was the 19th century. Good, I'm cheating.
Yeah, Naruto.
Like, probably the most accessible-
Naruto, Bleach,
yeah.
like Naruto, One Piece, you know, like pretty much like
Yeah,
if you didn't
Naruto.
start watching them, it's kind of like really hard to get into because there's anywhere between like 500 episodes or like 1,000+ episodes and still continuing in the case of One Piece.
Yeah. It's like Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter, Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, My Hero Academia, Fist of the North Star, all sorts of shit like that.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh's in there, which I think is kind of
Yeah,
tight.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think it's kind of
Yeah.
tight. That actually looks kind of pretty cool.
I'm not even lying, almost 3.5 hours.
It's like Fist of the North Star alone, I doubt you could watch all of, from the announcement of the game to the release of the game. And they only include, oh my god, they only and they only include one character from that too. But dude, I would so get the game if they had like Trigun, Code Geass, and Tokyo Ghoul. I would buy the game just because Tokyo Ghoul's definitely a shonen. I mean, you got a young male character with like special powers. He's special. He's different from everyone else. But his powers, there are also those with powers stronger than his, and it gets stronger over time. Like that's literally the textbook shonen. It's just darker than a lot of shonen. That's like the only difference. And it has a new season 2 and a new game coming out. Like, come on, this is the perfect time. Like, Tokyo Ghoul is hot right now. And it's got an ongoing manga series, an ongoing season, and a game that's been announced for it, and a new mobile game recently. 2 new ones, actually.
Why does it say max if I've already maxed them?
Like, why they didn't include Tokyo Ghoul? Like, it just had to have come down to licensing. There's no way they were just like, yeah, we just won't include it.
Oh, you can hang out with people that you maxed anyways. What?
Yeah, it's tough to
tough
to say exactly.
Yeah. Because out of all the Tokyo Ghoul games they've done, one that I really wish that I had was a fighting game. Because there's tons of cool characters in there with, like, different, unique powers. And, like, almost every single one of them has a unique Kagune, which is, like, their ghoul ability.
Like, and like, wasn't there that like, kind of, like, adventure, kind of slash, like, Warriors game looking,
yeah, that's,
game?
that's about to come out soon. It's called, Tokyo Ghoul Call to Exist.
Okay, yeah, because I'm kind of interested in it, even though I know little to nothing about the source material. But like, I would have to see a little more gameplay than just what's in that trailer. But like, it kind of looks like it could be like a more at least just judging just from that, it looks like a little bit more of a linear, story-driven, like, kind of Warriors game, which can work.
I'm pretty hyped for it.
Which can definitely work. But me personally, I would have to see more. I would have to see actual gameplay of it rather than just what was in that that like one trailer bit, because it didn't show enough for me to actually understand. It didn't show enough for me to understand enough about it.
The answers are not appropriate to what you're supposed to be saying to recruit the guy.
Also, something I want to say really quickly, I actually have these 2 personas in Persona 4 right now, and one of the coolest parts about this game was when I'd see a persona that I know I have in Persona 4, and I'd pull up Persona 4 on my Vita and look at their weakness to know their weakness in Persona 5. That was always a pretty cool part. But also something I thought of when you're mentioning Warriors-like games, why the fuck wouldn't they include Berserk? Berserk's a shonen.
This sucks. Seriously, now I
And,
can't.
and it's not even like they're not going for old ones. I mean, they have Fist of the North Star and Dragon Ball, for fuck's sake.
Exactly. Dragon Ball has been a thing since like the early, I think mid '80s or end of the like mid to end '80s, and Fist of the North Star is like one of the oldest. Not one of the oldest, just technically one of the oldest animes out there is like fucking Astro Boy from the 60s.
Yeah.
But if you want to go with the ones with some of the oldest animes that are still talked about, that still have like that still have mentions or something about them even to today, Fist of North Star is one of the first things that probably come to many people's minds, because again that shit is from like the early 80s or something, and again, like there was a game, there was like a recent game came out technically last year. It was like September or something, 2018, and they came out with a new game from there. So it's like obviously there's still something there, but when it comes to Jump Force, I mean,
this is impossible.
I don't know. Again, I don't know. Again, like maybe either A, they're hoping for a lot of, like, you know, additional characters later on, or they're still gonna add they're still gonna like add characters like right before release or something like that. But if I kind of had to guess, they'll probably do like a similar thing like Street Fighter V, like Tekken, like a lot of other games like that, where they'll have like kind of a limited number of characters and then add in characters afterwards, just to keep it, I guess, relevant.
How fucking stupid is this?
I mean, in a day and age when we have a Smash game that has Solid Snake, Cloud Strife, Joker from Persona 5, and Ryu from Street Fighter, but a game based on shonens doesn't have Tokyo Ghoul or Berserk, something's fucked up.
Here.
I just really hope that they, like you said, do add them eventually. Even though I'd hate having to pay extra for it still.
Yeah,
I probably would.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's like again, it's one of those things where like you know. And I mean, like I like, if somewhere else were trying to tell me something similar to this, I think I would kind of more or less agree that nowadays it's very hard to keep people's like attention on a game, so like especially when it comes to, like, you know, fighting games like that. I mean, how easy is it to just to shove in like 40 characters into a game, and then the popularity of it being like, you know, decent to pretty high the first like month or month and a half, and then eventually it's just like, it's more of the same thing, and then people just drift off and don't then play it just every now and again. So like, I just sort of in a way, like, you know, again, it's not the way that I would do it, but the way that I could see it is like, you know, having like however many characters they're going to have, probably anywhere between like, I don't know, maybe like between like 20 and 25, or maybe 30 or whatever they'll have at start, and then kind of be like, okay, well, next month there'll be this character from Tokyo Ghoul, and then in 2 months from then there's Guts from Berserk, and then a month and a half after that here's this character, or just something structured like that to keep people invested in it, to continue playing, even if it's only just for a short amount of time, just to keep new things updated and added to it. That's what I kind of feel will potentially kind of happen. So yeah, that's kind of my points with that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, this part, he got stuck trying to find this one bit of information. Yeah, he tried so hard to get this guy's information, and then of course it didn't even work. It didn't even work because it wasn't even anything important.
I can't eavesdrop on this guy over here in the corner. I'm trying, but
The intel is he likes to fuck the cock of dick.
Fuck the cock of dick.
Yeah, how do I eavesdrop on that guy?
I sent Tevin that message, and halfway through he stopped reading it. He was like, "God damn it." I just sent him a message. I think I sent him, full Tet Adventurer said, "I want to fuck the cock of dick."
God damn it.
I can't get the intel for whatever reason, so I don't know what to do. None of these guys tell me anything useful in this room. I don't know what to do.
And I was so surprised he actually pronounced full right.
So I don't know what to do.
I was half expecting him to say something like Paul.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Nothing anyway. Are you kidding me? So there's no intel in this fucking room.
Oh my god, Ted Adventure full.
That's bullshit.
Oh my
There's no
god.
one else to interrogate.
I need to publish that as like a book.
Now we're going back and there's no intel over here. Right? No, look. I've already interrogated those people. Unless I gotta re-interrogate the same people, maybe. I don't know. What is going on? I think the game's screwed up or something. No one's giving me intel on the guy. Look. I'm tired of the section chief boasting about when he was young. He clings to past glories. Okay. But that's the section chief, not the director. This sucks. The intel's not correct.
Miss.
It's pretty, annoying, quite honestly. Yeah, look, they're all fucking green now. They're all the green guys. There's so many. Of course he knows Deathbound, even though he doesn't actually know Deathbound. That is so fucking stupid. He doesn't actually know the spell, but he can use it in combat.
Oh, okay. He explains the mechanic. Yeah, but it's bullshit.
Why the fuck does he get to go again?
But you got more abilities. You fought a persona with 2 and then you got 3.
He says the personas you fight often get high-level skills. The personas you own learn.
Yeah, but see, he taught it just for that one move, and then when he found out it didn't have that move, even though it used that move against him, it's bullshit.
That's just a really
Yeah.
pathetic cop-out. If I master and I beat that persona in a fight, and I recruit it, I should immediately get that ability too. That is just fucking stupid. That's bad game design in my opinion. Ah, I used to get in regular situations when I was young myself. What is your rank?
Joker.
Ah ha ha.
This is him.
Ah ha ha. The guy who laughs all the time can't even do a laugh. Ah ha
Talked about the past.
ha.
I think it's the section cheat. I think I gotta find the guy who laughs.
I can make their attack go down. Aha.
He snuck in. Huh? They're forcing me to fight.
Why?
I didn't
Why
want to
for
fight.
what?
Okay.
Oh.
They forced me.
He didn't want to fight, but it asks you if you
Great,
want to
attack
fight him.
down. Dude, we can't even kill him. Forget it. Forget it.
Ah ha ha.
No, forget it.
Ah ha ha ha.
Forget it. It's bullshit.
Ah ha 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 ha.
Win the fight. Fuck that. That's bullshit. Fucking stupid. Force me into
Yes,
a fight
Atlas
when
really
I
cares
previously
if you
never
do
had
their
to fight
dungeon or
them
not when they
before.
already have
Now
your
they force
money.
me into a fight that I'm not ready for. Fuck that. No way. That's bullshit. Not doing it. Not fucking doing it.
Yeah, in
Gee.
case you want to grind like you do in
Sorry,
RPGs.
Atlas, not doing it. I'm not falling for your bullshit.
But remember, one of his favorite RPGs ever is Final Fantasy IV. I think a lot of things in JRPGs in general are in both this game and Final Fantasy IV. Again, like enemy respawns and grinding. But oh no, it's fine in Final Fantasy IV, but it's stupid in Persona 5. Remember
Well,
that.
it's even worse in Final Fantasy IV, because in FF4 you can't skip over the enemies, but here you
Oh
can.
my god. Oh, I'm getting frustrated.
I don't even know why he loves FF4 so much, it's not that incredible. Especially when you compare it to later Final Fantasies.
Yeah, well, like he explained his reasons where it's like he explained his reasons to basically like, oh, there's like a lot of characters, they all have their own intricate, you know, stories and plot
Final
points.
Fantasy 6. Final Fantasy 6.
Exactly. What was it? There's a lot of twists and turns. Final Fantasy
FF6.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
And
so
9 and 7 and most of them.
exactly. So like, pretty much, he basically said all the same things that could be for a lot of Final Fantasy games, and that's pretty much why he likes them. Which, again, whatever he likes that, sure, you know, sure, that's fine. But what I thought was interesting, which I think he said recently, where where he said recently he wants to do he's going to play Final Fantasy 9 soon.
Ooh. He said that recently?
He somewhere recently, within the last, within the last like
Well, guess what? I'm not
between
accepting
few
that.
days to
No
last
way.
like week or so. I think he said that like he wants to do Final Fantasy IV, and then like some point when there's either when there's downtime
Fuck that
or
shit.
when there's like either
Fuck that
sometime when there's
shit.
downtime or as like or whenever there's like
I don't like
nothing
the
going
map
on
because it's
and there's
seeable
like one main release
Oh,
or
there it
something that he wants to do Final Fantasy
Look,
Final Fantasy 9, which is not going to be in January because well there's
RE2 remake.
yeah, there's RE2 remake and Kingdom Hearts 3, which is going to be
Yeah.
it's going to be hilarious when he goes into that game and being like, who is this
He
character?
doesn't
What
even
is
want to
this?
play it
Oh my
either.
God, what
Yeah,
is this?
exactly, but again, he's going to get shit on exactly the same reason why Angry Joe is going to get shit on. Just for all I know, sorry, I have to use his real name. Mildly upset Jose. Sorry, that's my bad. I keep calling him Angry
Oh,
Joe
that
for
was-
some reason.
I think it was Triggered Jose.
Triggered Jose.
Yeah.
But yeah. So mildly triggered Jose over here. I don't even know if he's played any of the Kingdom Hearts games, and he's like, I'm gonna play Kingdom Hearts 3 and review it as a first-time player and show you what it feels like to jump into that game as the first time ever. And I don't have the time to play 7 different games to understand the entire story and every single plot point. I'm like,
What?
dude,
Why didn't I get
yeah,
it?
there's like
What?
7 or 8 games or
Why the
whatever.
hell didn't I get
You
the
could
Persona?
only play 3 of them. You could play
That made
Kingdom
no
Hearts
sense
1,
at all. I said
2,
the correct
and Birth by
answers, it
Sleep,
didn't work.
and you can understand
Huh?
almost everything of the entire
Does
plot.
anyone understand
That's
what
3
just
games.
happened?
Kingdom Hearts 1 can be beaten in about 25
two
hours.
correct
Kingdom
answers
Hearts
at
2
the
can be
beginning.
beaten in about 40 hours. Birth by Sleep is probably somewhere in the middle between 25 and 40 hours. So if you look at months there, there's roughly maybe about like, say, close to 100 hours of stuff. You could do 100 hours of stuff from when he made that tweet to before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. But oh no, it's too much trouble. Oh hey, Atlas Strike.
You got my nipples up
Yeah. I honestly theorize that this was because he spoiled the... Now this is dumb, but this is my theory. He spoiled the mechanic of failing at fusing personas.
Huh.
That's really dumb, but that's my theory, is because out of all the Velvet Room videos, it's the one where he had a fusion failure.
That's definitely a possibility. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. But that also seems really stupid for a reason that particular video, you know, got like if it was a story video and for some reason like it got claimed because for whatever reason, I could kind of understand that, but it's like, oh, we don't want you to know what happens if there's a persona failure. Like that would be really scummy of them to do that. But that's it's definitely a possibility.
You absolutely must know.
I could agree with that though. It's definitely a possibility.
307 and 325. The 2 videos in question, parts 307 and 325, are me fusing personas in the Velvet Room.
So would you say that they reneged?
Yeah, that's it. It's me fusing
I'm sorry. I hate
personas
that
in the
term
Velvet
because
Room.
it sounds
There's nothing else in the videos.
bad.
It's
I hate that
2-minute
term
videos
so
Yeah.
much.
that literally no logical sense. Even legally, it doesn't make sense. They put up what they allow, yet then they went back on their word and gave me a copyright strike. Something doesn't jive here, okay? And in the meantime,
Shut me down.
And I hate how he thinks that continuing to stream it, like, supports them, but they already got your money. They don't give a fuck what you do.
Exactly. Exactly. It's the exact same claim for when it's like, oh, he doesn't want to support Capcom anymore because they made Street Fighter V, in his opinion, a shitty fighting game, one of the worst fighting games he's ever played. But then he's gonna buy and play Resident Evil 2 Remake. remake.
And DMC5.
And DMC5. It's like, you do realize that's supporting them though. It's not like it's like, it's not like you're support. It's not like it's like Capcom fighting games or that you're not supporting, and that they're split up to their own different sections like Capcom DMC and Capcom Resident Evil. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Also, speaking of DMC, and how you were talking about Angry Joe earlier, I hated how when he played the reboot, he played DMC's 1, 2, 3, and I assume probably 4. But when he played Metal Gear Solid 5, he had never played 1 before, and it was clear because he didn't even pronounce Paz's name right.
Did you say Paz?
Yeah.
I figured.
Yeah. And he thought that, okay, yeah, Big Boss and the Boss are 2 different characters, but he thought that they were 2 different characters in Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, he thought that there was a character named the Boss and another character named the Boss in Metal Gear Solid 5. That's how little he knew about shit.
God, even I knew more about Metal Gear Solid 5, and again that was my first game that I played too. But then again, I did kind of get spoiled. Well, not spoiled, but I got information through not only you but also the This Is How You Don't plays of MGS 1, 2, 3, and 4. So so even with the littlest bit of other information that was in those videos, even I understood even a slight bit more than Jose. So it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's just really dumb.
Our game has ended.
Oh man, I hate this music. Like, it's good music, but this is the music that you get if you get the bad ending of the game. So it just reminds me of how horribly unsatisfied I was when I got the bad ending for the first time. I was like, holy shit, I have to go back and get the good ending. I feel horrible.
Yep.
So even though this music, yeah, even though this music is really chill, like every single time I hear it, I just feel pure stress. Because it just reminds me.
Or it's someone impersonating them, and once again, YouTube was fooled because YouTube's system is complete garbage. Or they're being malicious towards me.
Nobody cares about your fucking Game of the Year awards.
I mean, to hell with that. You think I will ever play anything regarding?
Oh, I love that profile picture.
Anything regarding Atlas or ever?
MLG mailing.
This year, in my Game of the Year awards, Persona 5 was a shoo-in. It was.
Yeah, let them burn, the people that are making millions off of Persona 5.
Fucking promotion for me anymore. You know, especially if this is the case, if they're targeting me or whatever, fuck them. I'm done.
Please, Atlas, let me embarrass you.
You know, you guys, I guess, can enjoy their games, and I just act like they don't exist. I already counter-notified it, so if they actually want to move ahead with it, they have to sue me, which would be hilarious.
Yeah, let the guy who has,
oh my God,
like, less subscribers throughout 10 years than copies that Atlas sold to Persona 5 in a day. Yeah, he'll be embarrassing them.
A game publisher is going to try to sue a YouTuber for putting up videos that they already publicly said it was okay to put up there on the internet. So please let them try. Please let them try.
Oh my fucking God, what is that, like, flashing comment?
And it will make them look like a bunch of fucking fools. So let them sue me if they want
He
to.
did.
Please do.
Twice.
No more Persona 5, sorry. I love the game. I want to keep playing it. It's now completely
He finished Persona 3 and Persona 5.
As I said, please don't ever ask me to
Yep,
play a Persona game again.
took like
took like anything published under Atlas
1.5 years, but he finally went. Well, it took 2.5 years to finish Persona 3 and 1.5 years to finish Persona 5.
The culture of the consumers who buy their games and tries to hurt them. So
or no,
go
or
to
was
hell,
it 3?
Atlas, if this was you,
No, it was 20.
Get the fuck out. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I'm done.
Or 20. No, it was 20.
When he played Persona 3?
It was end of 2016.
It should have been 2016.
Yeah.
Because Persona 5 came out in 2017.
Yeah. So it was 2.5 years. Wasn't he on TV the other day?
Wasn't he masturbating the other day?
Wasn't he on? Wasn't he on? Well, it's
Wasn't
like,
he the
hey,
guy the other day?
wasn't that the guy on TMZ who was playing, who was
Fuck
being
you,
shown
games.
that he was playing
Fuck
Fortnite?
you.
Serious, and that was seriously a thing. That there was for some reason they YouTube, they like googled up like Fortnite streamers, and one of the pictures they used was Phil playing Fortnite. Like, you can't just go to obvious and use Ninja. No, you somehow Phil is the first one, is either the first one to pop up there, or they just were like, no, we can't use him, we can't use Ninja because, too popular. Let's find someone who looks crummy and just like a beaten old man. Oh, perfect. Here he is.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I don't know how that happens.
Okay, everybody, so somehow we're finally fucking done. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but I'll say it now. If he does play Final Fantasy IX, and if he follows through with what he hinted at, and maybe plays Final Fantasy XIV, I might go back on my word when I said that this is the last one, but just for those, and then that's it. So, with that being said, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, even though this isn't quality content. I want to die. I feel fucking terrible. And yeah, to me and Sniper, because hopefully I'll just be able to download this and then upload it to my channel after Sniper gets it uploaded to his eventually. And so yeah, this is it. Watch our gaming videos, please. They're actually fun to make. This is Kid Fox and
Sniper the Ladyman.
all your base art belong to us.